Love yourself. Know
Woo.
yourself.
Welcome to the Ball Don't Lie podcast. Shout out to Kai Jones. Rock out one time.
Cutting the movie is like never been spiked.
You got signed. Finally.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Ball Don't Lie podcast. We had to do it one time for the GOAT, Kai Jones. Welcome back to the NBA. We'll start off with some NBA news, actually. It's a good little segue into talking about the last few months, weeks we have of the regular season, pretty much until the NBA playoffs start. We're kind of just waiting for seeding to happen, really. I don't know what else there is to talk about. No trades can go down. I don't think anyone's getting fired, although Darvin Ham, I would love for you to get the fuck off my team.
Please snipe him.
I don't know about all that. Yeah, I mean, he could just not have a job. But
I mean, hypothetically,
theoretically. 10-day contract with the Sixers. Hopefully he actually gets to play.
Yeah, I think it starts tomorrow, so hopefully he plays tomorrow. We'll be rooting for him.
We'll see. I'm tuning in.
Drop buckets. I believe.
I believe.
He's harder than Christ.
I thought he was actually a good player before.
No, he is that
drugs.
It's just he was kind of loco.
He's not even drugs. He's just turned. He's gonna handle it.
Yeah, right.
He's gonna handle the wise man.
I feel like he has demons.
All right then.
All right,
bro's playing for.
Listen, I mean, this
team is.
I need to turn this shit up so I can hear you guys better.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I can barely hear you guys too.
No, I just turned mine. It was just my AirPods were down low.
Hey, Bez, there was a quote I saw. I don't know if it was true or not. You probably heard of it. What did Darvin Ham say the other day about Mike Brown? I didn't read the quote. But I remember
it was a fake quote. It's a fake quote.
Okay. Good thing you told me because I was gonna believe it then.
Yeah, I wish
there's something about. I wish he would just tell us the plays, but he didn't actually say that. Like,
okay, dude, I saw something that was like if Mike Brown would love to tell me the offensive plays going forward, I would love it or something.
Yeah, like
he kind of said something. I didn't see the full clip, but he said something ish. It got taken out of context, so I guess it was it wasn't really real. Definitely not like how it was said, but still, he's just dumb in general. I don't need a quote to tell me that. Like the fact that it was believable should tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah, oh God, like
that's probably what he's thinking though.
Any thoughts on Sabonis being 9-0 against Anthony Davis?
Bro, isn't it 10-0?
No thoughts.
It's 10-0 now, yeah.
No thoughts. And I think he's like 1-9 against Jokic, and then lost a lot to Embiid too, or something.
Oh, I seen a tweet. It was just like, no matter how many times AD expressed that he didn't want to be a 5, they just like force him to be a 5. You know what I mean? And then they get mad when he can't body up against the bigger 5s. It's just like he said he didn't want to be a 5.
No, bro, AD gotta body up. Like, stop bitching. Like, you get your ass handed to you every time you play Jokic. Every time you play Sabonis, you should feel some pride in that and like actually take the matchup personally.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, but at the end of the day, like, yeah, but
you're gonna do switches and shit anyway.
Their best team was when they had Dwight or in JaVale. You know what I mean?
That shit don't work in 2024, man.
Outdated.
No, but I'm saying like,
dude, that's awful spacing.
I think the main
I don't
reason,
even know how we want to change.
I'm not just talking about those players, but I'm saying just good interior defender, like big body interior defenders instead of.
That's what AD is, though. That's what he's.
The AD is a big body interior defender.
That's what he is, though.
He is, though.
He's just not physical.
He's not the same. It's not the same. Like, he's good against everybody, but not in the one-on-one matchups like against big centers.
Bro, like against the MVP like Jokic? Like against
it's not even the physicality. I think AD, like, he doesn't want to do it. It's not that he can't do it. He literally doesn't want to do it. So I think if he put in more effort and like actually took the matchup personally, because I've seen him in stretches lock up these bigger dudes. Like, I've seen him do it to Embiid. I've seen him do it to Jokic a few playoffs ago. But it's like, I don't know if he doesn't have it anymore or like he doesn't care. Definitely not in the regular season. In the regular season, he gets his shit on every single time. Like, you can guarantee that.
But even in the playoffs,
it could be his mind. Like he just gets out of it. Like he's like, all right, I don't care. That's it.
But he's never been a physical type of guy. So
I've seen him do it though. Like, I've seen him.
Bro,
I'm not saying he's gonna stop these dudes. Obviously not. They're some of the best offensive players in the league. But like, they're getting anything they want on him. Like, Sabonis shouldn't be having career games on Anthony Davis.
I agree.
Yeah, I saw a stat when I was watching the game. Like, Sabonis averages 19, 17, and like 13 against you guys this year. It's ridiculous.
It's all right. It's all right.
I mean,
yeah, Darren Fox averaged like 36 until last game. I'm sure that brought his average down, but goddamn, like 36.
I guess it's just the physicality aspect. Maybe that's one of your guys' weaknesses this year.
It's just
Yeah,
I
it really is.
I firmly believe, and I've said this many times, that I think the 2020 formula was the best the Lakers was gonna get. And it's just like AD as a more of a, like, he was a 4 and a big man, but he was still playing like a wing. You know what I mean?
You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose now, and especially in today's NBA. Like you can't even
Back
beat the
then, it was
Warriors
still
playing.
fine. Back
It's
then,
just
it was
the
still fine.
issue is
I
like
don't know.
AD is the most talented defender on the team, so it's like they need him there. But it's like if there was hypothetically somebody who was just as good on defense, but
Nah,
was
that's
like
bad.
not as
I
bad at
remember
liability,
the playoffs
like
last
they
He
would
needs to be able to
using him
shoot
as a
threes.
five.
That's the only way you could play him with someone bigger, like Brooke Lopez or something. You're
He
not
did
gonna
in
play him.
2020. As soon as they started trying to beef him up, is when he lost his shot. In my
I
opinion,
think that's on him, bro. And plus, I don't want him shooting threes like that anyway.
Yeah, I mean, even like
he was hitting. He hit a game winner in the bubble. He was hitting. He hit threes easy. He was hitting like 1 or 2 a game. Yeah, but I'm saying as like the next year was everybody was hurt, and then once they traded for Westbrook and they wanted AD to be the 5, they kept pressuring him to be the 5. There was a long time where he was like, I don't want to, and then we were thinking about who they were going to trade for. We tried to go get Drummond and stuff. You know, remember that? I know, like we remember this era of Lakers, and it's like eventually they were just like, we need you to be the 5, and so he just accepted it.
We
eventually.
do need him to
But
be the 5.
Like,
if he's not the 5, we stink even worse. Like,
it's like if he's not guarding Jokic or Sabonis, whoever's guarding him is going to get killed. I remember in the playoffs last year, they tried to have Anthony Davis play off, and the guy who was guarding him got
Rui,
that's literally his role, is to be the help defender.
But Rui's too small for that. Like,
exactly. But I mean, you're not going to get anybody who's JaVale McGee or Dwight Howard esque players not stopping.
Nah, we need like Wemby or something, man.
You said what?
So we need Wemby or something. I'm saying like because only like the reason like JaVale and Dwight are outdated is because they're just zeros on offense, you know, for the most part. But it's like if there was hypothetically somebody who was like as physical as them but wasn't so bad on offense, they would be a better team in that situation.
They'd be in the NBA too if they were better on offense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to think of like, I mean, there's young big men who are starting to like come up.
I mean, like I said, Brooke Lopez, like he can shoot the ball. So like,
yeah, Brooke Lopez. Dude, I wish he would have went. They would have tried to get him.
They had him
in the offseason. I know
he was ass with us. He was not what he
was ass. Yeah, he was doodoo.
Bro, don't even
fucking booty. That was horrible.
It definitely wasn't our fault. That fool turned his career around on the Bucks. He started shooting threes out of nowhere.
That was before Braun too. It wasn't even like that was like 2017 or something. 2016.
Yeah, that was like Ryan Kelly still all
those
dudes.
I was actually now I'm thinking that the Lakers and Warriors aren't going to make it, especially with how the Pelicans are playing now.
Hey, we're gonna win. We're gonna win our playing game. I don't know about you guys.
So, okay, then
we're gonna beat the Warriors and then lose to the Kings or something. That's what I predict.
Nah, I think if I trust Braun in any situation where it's win or go home.
He's too old at this point. I think the young.
He's not, bro. Like I guess, man. He's still cooking. Like
anytime any of our teams gain any traction, they just like die down after a couple of games.
It might be the first playoffs in a while without Steph or Braun.
Which is pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's actually one of the things I wanted to talk about. I think someone was saying today that if the Lakers or Warriors play the Thunder in the first round, they beat them in a series.
The Thunder would, though.
Yeah, I agree with the Lakers and the Thunder. I think they're smacking them.
You think the Lakers would?
Yeah.
The Warriors, I don't think would. But they wouldn't. It would not be easy series, but it's just the size. Like that's the biggest issue with the Thunder is their size, and y'all don't really have that. But I still think because of the vets you have and just how hard it is to match up with the Warriors, like it'll still be like a 6-7 game series.
I actually feel like that Thunder are being like underappreciated. I feel like they should be respected as a first seed team and that they should have the advantage.
They've never been there before and they just got there and they
gotta win one series.
They're not getting my respect.
SGA has been there once before in the bubble and he played pretty well.
It's not for me. It's not even the.
I don't care if CP was there. There's other players there too.
For me, it's not even the experience. It's just for the Lakers, it's the matchup. But that's like there's other teams that I think the Thunder would do well against. You know, but I think the Lakers just have their number.
Even if it's matchup, I think they established better habits this year and they're top 5 in like damn near every category.
Oh, yeah,
I guess, but
it's
different.
Top 5 don't mean you're gonna beat the Lakers, buddy.
Put LeBron in the playoffs.
This team is the 9th seed.
Dog, we were the goddamn near 8
If
seed.
he ends up,
It don't matter, bro. Last year should teach you anything is that don't matter what seed you're in, as long as you're in.
Okay, last year there was obvious context. You traded Westbrook, and you're the hottest team in the NBA going into the playoffs.
What about
We're the
what was
8th
their
seed, brother.
context? Miami, what's Miami Heat context? They had the same team the whole season.
Yeah, that's
okay, but Miami Heat's like, you think you're the Miami Heat this year?
Maybe
we're better than the Heat, brother.
Against the teams in the West, you know how many teams you have to beat?
Dog, just because our record is 5 or 6
our record is sabotage.
But like, dog, like we're beating a lot of teams in the league.
Nah.
A lot of
Darvin Ham is sabotaging our roster.
Yeah, Darvin Ham is directly sabotaging.
He'll be there in the playoffs, so he'll sabotage you.
Okay, but I'm saying like we started off so bad directly because Darvin Ham didn't want to play this lineup.
I feel like you guys are who you are.
No, you know what the worst part is about all this shit is the first game of the season. Darvin Ham played this lineup, then started switching shit up for no reason. I don't know why he just like I'm gonna put Cam Reddish, Torian Princeton now for whatever reason, and then all this to realize that the lineup we started the season off with and went to the Western Conference Finals with last year was the lineup that
the
won
best one.
All those games for no reason. Just
okay, you guys are still losing games now, even with that lineup.
No, so, but we're like 10 and 4 in the last month, or 10 and 5 or something. Like
we would not
10 and 3 until the last 2
9
losses.
Seed if we had this lineup the whole year. Probably
beat the Bucks with no Bron or AD.
How many games have you lost recently? The last 5?
Like
2, right? 2 or 3?
Like 2.
No, I think 3.
Really?
In the last 5,
Best gonna fact check it.
We started losing again. We lost to the Kings.
Yeah,
we lost
That's
to.
Why I feel like you are who you are now at this point, and if you're gonna play,
but we went on a good streak though.
Yeah, I mean,
we also beat the Thunder.
Also, this is just like the stigma you're putting right now after like another loss. Before that, we were like on a 4-5 game stretch, like W's.
Yeah.
If this is like legit last week, you would have been like.
That was a week ago. Everything changed. Even last week, you said the Pelicans were gonna make the playoffs. Look at them now.
I said they weren't.
No, but we're just saying hypothetically against a series. I think hypothetically in a series, the Thunder match up badly against the Lakers, and the Lakers have been cooking them. They're like 3-1 against them in the regular season. It's like if you think a LeBron team is going to be 3-1 in the regular season and then not be able to beat you in the playoffs, like
regular season doesn't matter.
Those guys are a bunch of kids. They're
okay, but who's the none of them?
Like
none
the
of them
Thunder get anything when they get to the playoffs. They have no experience at all. It's not like now the playoffs
they established great habits in the regular season.
Yeah, but those habits
they couldn't even win with those habits.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
That's what I'm saying.
They're the first seed in the NBA.
3-1 against
they can't win against the Lakers though, specifically with those.
Okay, but that's just the regular season. Things slow down, and that helps.
That's worse for the Thunder.
Yeah, I'm about to say. That's what I'm saying. The playoffs favor LeBron, so I'm saying that if in a regular season matchup you go 3-1, and you step into an arena where you start to favor LeBron even more than normal, you're not gonna beat them. Like they're gonna be able to outplay you as long as everyone's things are the same.
Simple.
Past stuff, which is okay. You can use that as an argument, but I think the number 1 seed team that has like damn near 10 more wins than you guys, it's pretty insane to think you can
10
win.
10 is not even that much, bro. Like 10
wins. Mr. Devil's advocate up here, huh?
No, I'm serious.
That much.
I got my money on the Thunder.
There used to be seasons where some people would have 62 and then the fucking AC would have like 40 something. You
That's
know what
fair,
I mean?
yeah. But I feel like it depends on how you guys finish the season. Maybe my take will change, but right now I don't think, because you guys are like wishy-washy. You'll do really good. Then
also, it doesn't matter like about the standings, bro. The Thunder match up well with the rest of the league, but not the Lakers specifically. That's our whole point. Like they able to do these things against like smaller teams, but when you get against a team with a lot of size, it's hard for them. They struggle. That's the reason like people have concerns.
Yeah, it's not just we're not just believing in Laker magic. Like if we play the Nuggets first round, like it's not like I think they're just gonna
cook. It's over.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not just like, it's LeBron, he's gonna beat the Nuggets first round. But it's like just
I agree about the matchup thing.
Maybe the Wolves too.
Like, can you do that consistently to win 4 games against a top team in the NBA?
Yes.
My point.
Yes.
Well, I have to see if that happens.
Dog,
I'm actually more confident in a playoff series than like a 1-game elimination because now you actually get to game plan for them too. It's not like, the size is already an advantage is coming into the game, but now you get to even figure out how to stop Shea. He's not going to get as many calls as he does in the regular season. The physicality is going to increase, which favors the size of the Lakers. So it's like a lot of things I think go in our way.
Positive. I feel like right now, as of right now, no, because of like the habits that you have. But if you guys finish the season off with momentum, then possibly, yeah, we'll see.
Good take. All right. Well, I think the Wolves are in the same situation, though. Honestly,
what do you think's gonna happen?
Because I mean, considering is Cat even going to be back for the playoffs? Didn't they say like maybe the West Conference?
They said he is
first round.
Towards meniscus, I doubt he'll be any good.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna be hobbled, but
I mean, he definitely.
Yeah, I feel like right now they're
with
no Cat. I think they're in the same situation as the Thunder. Like, I think that they could also end up losing the first round matchup against like.
No, without Cat, they're cooked.
Yeah,
they're still good. It depends on the matchup.
They're a good team, but yeah,
they're gonna need way more offense, bro. Where's that coming from? Other than Anthony Edwards, who's scoring? Like, you're gonna rely on who?
No.
Like, yeah, come on now. You need another, at least one other scorer. I mean, if Jaden McDaniel steps up, I don't see it happening, but I guess him.
Yeah, especially in a series,
a giant leap, like an incredible leap.
Michael.
Yeah.
Especially in a series, I think they'll lose in 5 games, 5 or 6. Because I mean, they can get hot without Cat and win a game. Obviously, with Edwards on your team. But anybody they play, I feel like they could lose to.
Yeah.
What's that stack?
The playoffs are going to be so far this year, I think.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that. I feel like last
year's was good too. I enjoyed it.
Huh?
Last year's was good too until the finals, and nobody cared.
I was the epitome of depression, bro. When the finals came, I was like, dude, I'm fucking done. I'm not watching this shit.
Did you actually
it's sad that dude,
I didn't watch like the majority of the games. I swear to God.
Yeah,
I didn't.
It's sad that the Heat were on such a historic run, and then they get to the finals and nobody cares. Like,
I was a hater the whole time, though. Hassan knows I was hating on the Heat the whole like playoff.
Dude, they got their ass took, except the game 1 or whatever game they won. They got their ass handed to them. Like, it was bad.
No.
You remember what's funny last year when they went up? What was it 3-0 against the Celtics, and the Celtics almost came back during that, dude. And then Tatum got hurt in Game 7, right? Tatum got hurt like his foot in Game 7. I remember he's like wobbling. Dude, that shit was so crazy. I was praying for the Heat's downfall. I swear to God, I was.
That would have been the craziest way to get to the finals is fucking come back down 3-0.
That would have been insane.
That was ridiculous.
You know what I was
saying? They were gonna
do
it, bro. I thought they were gonna actually make history, but
yeah, I was like, out of all the teams who are gonna blow it, I for sure know the Heat will because the Heat are not like a competent team, obviously, whatever. But like compared to like teams in the past that are up 3-0 on someone, but whatever, fuck it.
They might meet again, which is funny. But obviously, Celtics will kill them now, in my opinion.
Oh, I obviously thought the Celtics were going to kill him last year too.
Yeah, right. You never know.
The Celtics already clinched the playoff spot. First team to do it.
I think the Lakers commentary should embrace like WWE style more. Start making narratives.
I actually like narratives and stuff. Podcast team. They're not like biased at all.
Who?
They've been doing it for a while. The Lakers.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Warriors. I'm like, they got some.
No, they're biased.
Yeah, they're
worse than the Celtics.
Brian
Scalabrine, like it's so bad.
Yeah, Celtics are really bad too. It's really bad, dude.
I mean,
sometimes the Pacers ones be biased, but I do like them anyway.
Plus, they like Hornets, Del Curry, and the other guy.
The Hornets dude is amazing. I love that food.
I love Leaky.
Del Curry's in the Hornets team?
Yeah, he's the color commentator. I've been at it for years now.
He's the colored.
No, I didn't say that. I said color commentator.
What do you mean?
What does that mean? Hassan, what does that mean?
This guy.
You don't know what color commentary is, or no?
What commentary?
Color commentary.
I've never heard that term. Can you like explain it?
Really?
I know, but I was just making a
joke.
Well,
play-by-play.
I thought the joke what you were saying, but I didn't get what he meant.
I wouldn't make that joke. You have a play-by-play guy who just like comments about everything. Like basically, if you're not watching the game, the play-by-play guy like helps you understand.
What the game on the radio, dude, like the radio guy.
Yeah, or like
no, I mean he just tells you what's going on, so like it's not dead air 90% of the time.
Yeah,
I've heard radio like called broadcasting before, like 10 years ago, and the radio like broadcaster for the Lakers, I forgot who it was, but he was just saying every play-by-play. It was like, we passed the ball to
Curry. That's back.
Back then, they still do that.
Yeah,
but that's not what you're talking about, right, Hassan? It's just like something else.
It's basically the same thing. Like like let's see, Kevin Harlan or something like that. He will say, Tobias Harris is dribbling the ball up the court. He makes a 3. And then you have like Reggie Miller add color commentary.
Don't even say Reggie Miller. He just adds nothing.
It's the TNT broadcast. Like the broadcast, they always have 2 people.
I understand.
Or what's
Reggie Miller? No. What is it? Chris Webber? You have to compartmentalize. That's color commentary.
I forgot about that.
You must compartmentalize.
I still to this day have no idea what he means by this.
You say you don't and then you do. He said you don't, but then you must. I was like, how you do like the same thing? How you not do it, but you must do it. Like,
Hassan, remember that? Hassan, do you know what that reminds me of? Remember we were in the car and I showed you that video of Mark Jackson in the playoffs?
I hit her out the park with all due respect. Is that the one?
The wrong one.
No, there was an edited one where Mike B goes bang.
He says bang, and then he's like, I'd hit her out the park respect.
Hassan to tell me the Mike B part was edited. Nah, that shit was so funny.
We're gonna talk about the Milkman.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
Well, it's crazy. Lorena asked me about that shit the other day. She was
no,
like,
I got it.
Did you see the picture with Lorena and the white? I mean, with LeBron and the white women. And I was like, what? I was like, what do you mean? And I was like, yo, like. I was like, he stayed postured. He didn't even touch her or nothing.
Let's
like,
he was in the milk right there.
Yeah. Did you see that? Did you see the clip? Like a photo the next day. It was like at a USC game, and Bronny and Savannah were like, they tried to say something
they tried
like
to make it look like she was mad.
She was mad. LeBron was like,
the doghouse.
He's in the doghouse.
She was crazy. Nah, man. I was
saying like, LeBron didn't move at all. He was unfazed.
Yeah, facts.
International Women's Day.
Bro, he's trying to get a bag, bro.
He did say
free
that.
agent next year.
He did say that, though. You can read his lips. He said, first off, I just want to say Happy International Women's Day. And they're like, oh my God.
But how do people just like go rub it? How do people just go rubbing all up on him? That's insane.
Yeah. Kurt Rambis' wife was going crazy. That's what I told her right now. I was like, Jeannie Buss. First, I had to explain to her that this is the owner and the owner's best friend. So like, it wasn't just two random white women. But I was like, Jeannie Buss was just like, okay,
huddled, bro. He was like,
hugging. Thank you. But Kurt Rambis fucking was like, on this nigga orange. He was like, ooh, this nigga buff.
He was unfazed,
and I'm like, yo, yeah. I was like,
he got that money now, bro.
She was like, he should have been like, fuck off me. I was like, nah, that's crazy.
Imagine.
You can't do that.
Bro,
on live television.
Y'all gotta let him cook. Y'all gotta let LeBron cook,
yeah.
bro.
He was doing his thing. He was listening with Happy International Women's Day.
Bro.
He was doing his thing, man.
High IQ James.
He passed. I told her about the time that he went down the other side escalator.
Oh yeah,
that was a good one. That was a good one.
I was like, that's LaFafor right there. I had to let her know.
No, that was crazy.
New to this.
He's like dodging them hoes.
Yeah.
Wait. He's like, no, I'm not getting caught.
It would have been funny if they actually would have tried, like,
to get him.
No, okay, they did. They one of them went to the top and was trying to like walk, but they realized they couldn't get him.
Yeah, I doubt they'd actually get him though.
That's crazy. Yeah,
you can't catch LeBron like him.
Dude, I think he posted something hilarious. Someone said, "Oh, LeBron must be the funniest person on the planet." I forgot what he posted on IG the other day, but
we've seen the driving after
after losing.
That shit was crazy.
Bro, they posted. Did you see? I don't know if
any of y'all
seen the Foozly Tube. No, it was Foozly Tube in the car. It was like LeBron after losing to the Kings, and the Foozly Tube was singing "Stand" by Slim Shady. Dear Slim, I hope you ain't calling. I'm in the truck. Like that's LeBron.
That was a funny night. Did
he have gloves on too, or am I tripping?
What?
Did he have gloves on like when he was driving?
Oh yeah, he had a glove.
He had the OJ.
They said
I sent it in the chat. He had the OJ gloves on. That's the shit. If somebody calls
going for the white women. He said Kurt Rambis' wife is over. No, just joking.
Right, so but if I said that, if I was in his position, it would have went different, huh?
Oh,
my LeBron.
If
I said happy,
what you mean, man? What you mean?
If I said Happy International Women's Day, I wouldn't get that same response.
No,
LeBron shoes.
You're not LeBron James.
They say security. They say security.
Security. They don't even look at me.
Get this thing out of here.
I'm sitting courtside. Happy International Women's Day. Like, who are you?
Security.
Sir, who are you again?
Say, who?
Oh, man.
Nah, that's
cool. Who let the homeless man in?
Is there any? Is there
him back out?
Can you explain these seats, sir?
All right, Hudson.
I think you're in the wrong section.
Enough daydreaming about the milk ladies, bro. What else we got?
Hassan wants Jeannie Buss bad.
Yeah, I never said
for real, bro.
I'll take her.
Right.
She's a very pretty lady.
She looks good for 70.
She'll make my bank account have a lot of zeros.
Your main man's Omari, Jordan Poole. He actually admitted that
I don't want to sing.
What did he admit?
He wasn't able to play his game as a point guard until Washington moved him onto the bench. I wasn't able to do what I do I was accustomed to doing it in terms of how I built my game. So he's saying he needs to be a bench player, I guess, to do what he do.
Okay, buddy. That's not what you were saying last year. Last year, you did not say that. You were like, I need. Well, you didn't say I don't need.
Should have said that during the offseason.
Sometimes you don't really know until you go through it. Like Kyrie wanted to be a 1.
But don't blame them, motherfucker. You wanted this. Like he's like, oh, they held me back. Like, bro, you asked to be started. Like,
yeah, right. I mean, I feel like he's just agreeing with them so he doesn't get any flack for those previous comments.
That's true. It's just crazy. That fall off is just so wild.
I don't think it's a fall. He's playing good now.
But he was playing good as a starter before too.
No,
I can't consider what he's doing now. I mean, I guess it's meaningless basketball. So like I can't put any weight into it right now.
I'm seeing Jalen Green cross people, step back, no look threes.
Yeah, like, these niggas is nice.
I think I've changed my mind on Jalen Green, Huss.
Finally, huh? First Devin Booker, now Jalen.
Really,
Green.
I haven't. If anything, this season has proved to me that he's gone. He's gone. He's going to be traded from the Rockets very soon.
Really?
I
think they're just trying to keep him. I think they'll let go of Van Fleet on the option after his option.
I don't think he's part of their future plans. He's had a rough season. Like he's had some stretches this year where he's been hot, but I think overall he still makes a lot of mistakes, takes a lot of bad shots. His off the court decisions are questionable as well. I'm not going to get into that, but I think I also I'm not saying they're going to trade him for sure or anything like that, but he's just expendable. Whereas before I thought he was like part of their core with Sengun and all that. But now I feel like he's definitely, if a trade comes around for like a better player, he would be the first person included in that trade. Like that's where I think.
You know what I see, Hassan? After I see Jalen Green as like a top 6, top 5 shooting guard in the league one day, like soon. I see it.
I do too.
Oh, you crazy?
No, I see it. I see it. No, I think he has it in him. Bro. He has it in him.
After this, I'm like more secure about him and his position. He's only 22, so the bad shots.
But I would say that's bro. I turned around.
Huh?
I turned around. Like I agree. Remember, I did it before.
But like,
last year you were out.
Gabe, can you explain to me? He's not even he's maybe the second best player on his team. Let's just give him that. Whatever. I'm not even going to debate the other.
He's only 22 though.
How are you going to be a top 5 shooting guard? You're not even the second best player on your team, and that's not even.
Well,
I know he's going to get
doesn't
better.
Matter. He's not the second best shooting guard on his team. He's the only shooting guard on it. Like, you know what I mean? So,
but it's like you got to think about the top 5 shooting guards. Are the other 5 ahead of him are probably the best players on their team? Donovan Mitchell, Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, players like that. Like, so he's going to be 5th as the second best player. Maybe
I can see him being better than generous. This year. I can see him averaging 26, 27, having a really good year. Like I could see that from like this like the.
What does that mean though? 26? That doesn't mean.
Well, okay, in 26, 27, what I think that means is that's going to help his team win a few like more games next year. As in, like he'll take a leadership role. Obviously, he's the only young guy, but I see like qualities in him from his like game that I like. So I think if I'm going to project Jalen Green, I think I could see him doing that stuff. Yes, Sengun is the alpha on that team. He's the main man. Whatever. But I think what Sengun is and could be is, how do I say this?
Helps Jalen Green.
It helps, like it'll help complement Jalen Green be better at like, and Jalen Green will take that step. Yeah, Sengun's amazing, like damn near all-star caliber player. I don't disagree, but I think Jalen Green can be that guy on his team given the chance, like given the opportunity more. He's still young. He's still young.
Yeah, he's 22. All he has to do is score too. That's the only job he needs to do now.
I just don't get how you guys get to that conclusion based off this season. Like, I get it. I get that you're projecting. That makes sense. But he's had an awful season. Like, he's averaging 18 points. It's the worst field goal percentage of his career. It's the worst 3-point percentage of his career. It's the worst efficient field goal percentage of his career. So, like, I just don't know how you guys are seeing.
You don't think
his turnovers are I just don't know. Like,
I think you learn with age and like veteranship. That's why you bring in the Van Fleet, the Brooks of the world to help him and guide him on the path. So when they leave, he can be a better leader for the team. I think he's a career average of 19. Like the bad shots, I think he'll learn from it. Even with Ime Udoka as your coach, you learn from mistakes like that too. And I think his field goal percentage and 3-point percentage will continue to rise as he gets older. I'll give him 2 years. He's only 20. Like, imagine him at 27. You don't think we average 26 at 27 years old in his prime?
Don't get me wrong. He's not asked. Like, he's a valuable player and very good scorer, but I just don't see him as like one of those guys. You know what I mean? He strikes me as more of like an Anthony Simons type of player where he's still good. He can hit shots. You know, he's a good scorer, but like you're not looking at him like he's at best your third best player on the team. Like Zach LaVine-ish type player. He didn't
right now. This is like raw talent. I feel like once you get him like refined, then you can get
That's if you get him refined. I don't see him making strides in any area of his game. Like, to me, I was hoping that his playmaking would evolve, because if you want to be a top player in the league, you have to be able to handle the ball a lot, and that means you have to be able to get other people involved. That's why Jason Tatum is one of the best players in the league. That's why some of these guys that get better, they learn to distribute a bit more. And I don't think I've seen him be any better in that regard. He's not really a good passer at all. So, like,
to be fair, they don't ask that of him. Like, you have other guys that can pass the ball for you, like Sengun and Van Fleet. That's more their roles. If he's asked to just score the basketball, I feel like it's a different opportunity. Like, can he not be like Jaylen Brown-esque?
No, because he's not that big, and Jaylen Brown is way better physically on defense. Like, he has a longer wingspan. He's bigger. He could get in front of people. He could stay in front of people.
Just in terms of scoring, not actually like how they play.
Okay, but it's like, if you're just half of Jaylen Brown, like, are you really a top 5 shooting guard? Like, that's kind of crazy.
He was a top 15 player last year.
I don't know. I mean, again, he's going to be a good player. Like, he's not going to be out the league or nothing, but it's just like, I don't see him being even top 10 at a shooting guard ever. Like, really? I just don't see him being that. Maybe
22.
Like,
not
20, yeah, he'll be top 20 for sure. But, like, he's not going to.
At 22 years old, you don't. I mean, like, if you give him 5 years, you don't think he'll be a top 10 shooting guard.
I just don't see, like, I don't see his
right now.
He would have to have like a most improved player type of season, and then I'd be like,
shooting guards are like depleted.
But the trajectory he's on right now, I can't see him getting there, because he hasn't improved any area of his game. Like, even if he's more efficient offensively, that's not a top 5 shooting guard to me. Just because you can score like good, like, you need to do other things well also in today's league.
Yeah, I mean, you have a point there, but
Cam Whitmore, when they drafted him, it makes him a little more expendable too. Because
Cam Whitmore can't score at the same clip though.
No, but he's similar. He does similar things, and like, they do have similar skill sets.
He just turned 22. LOL. I mean, some players got a chance.
I agree.
Oh, you just seen that? Yeah, he said that like 5 minutes ago.
Oh yeah,
but the point still stands. I agree.
But I mean, like, I'm not saying he's not going to get better.
5 years into the NBA, there's no way. I see him averaging at least 26. But
I do too. I honestly do. And if you think about the shooting guard list right now, Hassan or everybody, think about the shooting guard list right now. There's like 4 or 5 like peak players, right? Like that, like really good shooting guards. After that, who are you throwing your name in the mix? Jalen Green's name comes up. I don't know about.
I'll tell you right now who I'm throwing in the mix. I'll
throw
name
in the
some
mix
guys
because
we could do a little like, would you rather Jalen Green, like little small one. Projecting forward.
There's Devin Booker, right? Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Easy one. Donovan is easy.
Ant is easy.
I'll tell you one player right now. Interesting rookie player. I'm taking him over Jalen Green personally. Keontae George. I think he's going to be a better player.
Come on, Bez. We can't. Bez, we can't.
I'll put money on that. I'll put money on that.
It's his first year. Jalen Green's been averaging like 22 for 3.
I don't care, bro. I'm telling you, Keontae George, first of all, he already has better playmaking. He's already better playmaker than Jalen Green.
Okay, that's what he's good at. He's not a better scorer, though. Like, we can say the same thing for Jalen Green.
You know how many 30-point games Jalen Green has had?
He's not a better scorer, but I see the potential of him being a better scorer. He's already shown flashes of shooting the ball well. He has good form. He has good handle. So I think with Devin Green, I really do. He has better habits.
I don't think they're the same tier. I don't think they're even in the same tier. Like,
I know you guys don't. I understand. You guys don't watch ball, so it's fine.
You're talking about a complete overall NBA player. Jalen Green's a better still player, regardless.
Right now, yes. I'm saying potential-wise. I'm not saying right now. I'm saying potential-wise. I think if we come back to this clip this up, put a clip on it on YouTube, come back to it in 2 to 3 years, maybe even 5, Keontae George will be a better player than Jalen Green.
And Jalen Green's averaging 30 points per game.
I promise you, Jalen Green will not average 30 points per game on a winning team.
Why did you add winning team?
Because he can do it on the Wizards.
Why'd you add winning team?
Because that's what you're trying to argue, right? You can't be a top 5 shooting guard on the worst team in the league.
Well, Bradley Beal was a top 3 shooting guard when he was like
no. To who?
I mean,
to Husband, not everyone else.
He averaged 30 plus, Bez. He's not like shit.
I guess we have different definitions of top 3 shooting guard.
I don't feel the need to see why you need to add like all those extra like playmaking, defense. If it's a shooting guard's role to be a shooting guard and the guy scores at a high clip, I feel like that's the main priority. Bro, the other stuff you're mentioning are like good things to have like extra, but I feel like your number one thing has to be scoring because you're shooting.
We're talking about a player in general. I'm not saying this,
but his main.
I'm not saying Jalen Green is going to be. I'm saying player overall. I think Keontae George will be a better player than Jalen Green. Can Jalen Green be a better scorer? Absolutely. He's already a better scorer right now. Like, he's miles ahead of him. I'm not going to argue that. But I'm saying overall,
you're valuing the scoring in this player build like lower than what me and Hassan are valuing.
When we talk about the NBA, you guys have to realize that you can't be one dimensional anymore. This is the reason like we get a lot of players cannot see the court, even though they're so good at certain things, right? We talk about Vanderbilt. What?
Scoring is not a one-dimensional thing. You can score on all three levels. You can shoot the ball. He's athletic. And what's it called?
Okay, so why is Malik Monk not a top 5 shooting guard? If he's a great scorer, he's one of the best scorers in the league. He's going to win 6 man of the year.
Have you seen his previous seasons?
Okay, only 16 also.
Because he's only been good for a couple seasons now.
He's an ultimate microwave guy. He goes in and out. He'll go in and out of that.
Okay, what is Jalen Green? What's different about him and Jalen Green today? Like, are they vastly different? They're averaging the same amount of points.
Was Malik Monk doing this at 22 years old?
Let's see how
he scored the same way that.
Isn't Malik like 26?
22.
Isn't Malik like 26, 27?
25 years old.
Yeah, 26. Yeah.
3 years older, and they basically the same player.
You can argue that he's vastly better than he was when he entered the league, right, Malik?
Yes. Right now he's better than when he was.
Jalen Green for being way better and more refined when he comes to that age.
And this is Jalen Green we're talking about, not Malik. Like he's better than Malik already.
Exactly.
Okay. But right now, he's not
I feel like for the Keontae George argument, I feel like they're gonna force him to be a playmaker and cap him to be like a Rubio-esque type of guy for you.
You don't watch Jazz games, brother.
I was literally watching the Atlanta game now.
You said Rubio? You said Ricky Rubio, brother.
I said as a playmaker. That's just an example.
Bro, he's a playmaker for the team. He's a good shooter. Now you're not Darius Garland or something. I get it, but Ricky Rubio, bro. Ricky Rubio.
Why you hating on Ricky?
Is Rubio terrible?
I would love to have a Ricky Rubio type of career. I'm not even gonna lie. I would.
Okay. I'm saying he's gonna be boxed as more of a playmaker.
Dog. Ricky Rubio averaged 10. Ricky Rubio averaged 10 points for his career. Keontae George is averaging 12 points as a rookie. Can you stop?
I'm saying as a playmaker.
He fall off though. He's a rookie.
You're taking the example way too literal. I'm just saying as a playmaker for the thing, what he does for the team. He'll never be a number 1 option on that team ever.
He doesn't have to be. Neither is Jalen Green. Never going to be a number 1 option.
He could. It's possible.
I don't know. He
isn't Jalen Green averaging the most points on his team?
Maybe, but that doesn't mean you're number 1 option.
19.
Well, yeah.
I just don't see it, bro. I'm not saying he's ass, bro, but it's like there's definitely things that are concerning. And you could tell with the way his coaches interact with him. He gets benched. He's been benched in late games this season a lot of times.
Teach him the right way. He's only 22. It's been 3 years.
I see it, but I'm saying, like, you can't say, okay, yeah, he's making mistakes. Let's just ignore them because he can learn. Like, there's still mistakes that he's making.
Already, like, coming into the league, he's a raw scorer, right? You want to just like mold him into the player that you want him to be because you know how great he could be. That's why he's getting benched. You know the potential that he has, basically.
Yeah.
And you've seen flashes of it.
I agree with you. The potential is there, but I'm just saying, like, from what I've seen this season and based on like the mistakes that he's made, I don't think he's going to fulfill that potential because if this was his rookie year, I can argue with you because, like, okay, this is his 3rd season, and I know this is his first year with a competent head coach, so maybe I'll give him a little leeway for that. Yeah. But it's like you're in your 3rd season, some mistakes you shouldn't be making. You shouldn't be like turning the ball over in crunch time and getting benched in your 3rd. I know you have never had a good coach, but like these are things that every NBA player should know to do.
Okay, but yeah, I feel like you have to give him some slack. Playing with Steven Silas and the offense that they had last year was just wild basketball. Like,
how come Sengun caught on so quickly though? How come Sengun and all the other players caught on so quickly?
Because they're playing through Sengun. And then you have other guys. It's hard to adjust to playing under guys like Van Fleet and then adding other guys as well too. So you have to give them some time to learn. Maybe I'll agree with you within a year or two, but I don't know. Right now, I don't see your vision.
But projecting the rookie to be better than Jalen Green's ceiling is like hard. Like I can't see that yet.
That's okay. I mean, that's a hot take for a reason. I'm just saying it. But like I just don't see the superstar in Jalen Green. He can still be. He's going to be a long-time NBA player. Don't get me wrong. Like his skill set's valuable because he can get buckets, and his athleticism are something that you can't just find out of anywhere. But it's like there's also things about his game that aren't that great, which hurts you from being a number 1 option or number 2 even maybe.
I feel like he can be a Jalen Green-esque type of guy in terms of just scoring the basketball, focus on scoring, and finding a way to make $300 million like him.
Like, I don't want to project this to be like this, but think about this guy who was early in his career. I'm going to say some things he was doing. He wasn't really asked to play make. He wasn't really asked to defend. All he was just focused on was scoring. That player I'm thinking of is Devin Booker. Now, Devin Booker elevated his game. I know he did because now he's a top 10, top 12, top 15 player, right? So Do I think Jalen Green has a possibility of reaching this? Maybe. I'm not gonna say he's gonna be like Devin Booker because Devin Booker's a superstar player. But do I see him increasing? Yeah, I do. Like if people can focus on scoring and then they're asked to do more, I think Jalen Green can do more. My opinion.
Booker's a good playmaker too, though. To Bez's point.
Yeah, that's why I'm being an example. He improved. Like he got into the league for like his scoring ability. Like early in his like Suns career, he was scoring only. He didn't have to like be tasked with assists and like playmaking. But now he went under CP, and then now he's like a primary facilitator type guy.
And when I'm talking about,
he became a better playmaker. I said, same with Kevin Durant. He became a better playmaker over the years too.
He would have been good regardless.
These were like superstar players already. I don't want to say their names, but I wanted to.
It's good for examples.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people. I mean, it wasn't the same exact criticisms of Devin Booker, but a lot of people hated on Devin Booker, saying that he doesn't play winning basketball. He just scores on a bad team, and then he.
You remember that narrative? You remember that narrative?
It's a little different. I never felt that way. I felt like he got dealt a bad hand with the team he's on, and like.
I agree, but the Rockets haven't been all that since Jalen Green's got there either. You know what I mean? It's not his fault.
Yeah.
They just have a bunch of
they have bad team comp. Their team comp is like awkward. Like there's no identity yet.
I'll give him one more year. I'll give him one more year because I'm just disappointed with his season this year.
Like 23 is still young too.
He's had a disappointing season this year mostly, and it's like their best season in a while. But I'll give him another year to maybe adjust to the new system. Maybe he just needs like some extra time. But yeah, this year just been. I thought he was going to do more because I thought Ime, the way he coached up Tatum and Brown and on the Celtics, I thought he was going to bring that to Green. But I guess they're running something different there, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, but he also had the potential to do less because of the new pieces that you brought into. Like, I feel like Van Fleet could take him over in the pecking order, and then you run into the whole offense through Sengun, so he gets less touches than he did last year or the year prior. So it goes both ways, in my opinion.
We'll see, man. These G League prospects, I guess we'll just see, bro.
Right. Thompson's good though. He's a good rookie. They hit with that.
Amen.
Right? Or Amen, one of them.
Yeah, Amen. He's Rockets really good. I don't know. Like I've watched him a little bit lately. He's way better with the ball handle than his brother. He's a way more of a point guard. And so I think he's a little better of a player, and he's good for them, especially now that Sengun's gone. I think he's gonna. Like they're going to try to use him as more of a playmaker now that they don't have their center.
Yeah, he's a great defender too, both of them. So
yeah,
good for them. Yeah, that was all the basketball I had.
All right,
good little Jalen Green discussion.
All right then.
Surprised I turned my ways.
So real nigga shit.
Surprised I changed my opinion on him.
No, I always knew you would come to the.
Wait, what is this? Oh, the Billy Billies.
All right, we can talk about NFL free agency. I got all the transactions pulled up here. A lot of them are going to be not very, important, but I'll go through every team and all the important transactions. So let's start. We're going to avoid that division. Let's go through the Buffalo Bills first. Their main moves here was bringing in Curtis Samuel on a 3-year deal. They re-signed their offensive lineman, Deion Dawkins, David Edwards. And they brought in some defensive help with some linebackers and some DBs, but really they didn't do much outside of bringing in Curtis Samuel and I guess Matt Collins as well. They lost a few pieces on defense just because they cut them, like Tre'Davious White and stuff.
Yeah,
Jordan Poyer.
Yeah, outside.
Overall, this is their moves. Any thoughts on the Bills? They didn't do too much, but they did add a little. They lost a little. Quick thoughts on the Bills.
Adding Curtis Samuel was a big help because he can do so many things 3 ways if he stays healthy. So that's another way. I think that he'll be more of a gadget guy, better than what Gabe Davis is because he's a one-way player. Just run straight, catch the long touchdowns. So I feel like you have a guy you can put in this outside, inside, in the numbers too with Curtis Samuel, and he's actually a starting level wide receiver. Is a good help for them. So
hope it opens up the offense. As long as Diggs stays. I said I hope it opens up the offense for Diggs as long as he stays.
He might leave. It's looking like he might leave off his Twitter rant.
Oh, yeah, he always does this shit, dude.
He always on Twitter.
So fucking annoying.
He'll be good somewhere else though if he leaves. So.
Yeah, he'll be good.
Go to the Texans or something.
What?
I mean, Texans. As long as he goes to a good quarterback team.
Cardinals too. I heard Cardinals might go for
Cardinals are drafting. There's no way they're not drafting Marvin Harrison, bro.
Yeah, I mean you can get another wide receiver though. What's stopping them from trying to win now?
I mean, they just traded Marquise Brown. I feel like they would have just
he was
signed
a
him
free
back.
agent. He was a FA.
They should just brought. They could. I guess they could have brought him back. Well, no, they traded Rondale Moore too. Like they got rid of a bunch of them. So I feel like they definitely drafted
Rizzler.
Oh yeah, they got him from that trade. Anyway, I think this is an upgrade for them. I think he does more than Gabe Davis. He can be a deep threat, but you can also use him like on end arounds and like gadget plays, like a little mini Deebo Samuel for them. So he should open up the offense. So I do like that for them.
All right, next team.
All right, Miami Dolphins. A lot of small re-signings. They brought in Jonnu Smith, lost some of their O-line. They brought in Shaq Barrett on a 1-year deal. Some linebackers, Jordan Brooks as well from Seattle, who's a really good player. Kendall Fuller coming in to help on the cornerback depth. Jordan Poyer coming from the Bills to the Dolphins division rival. And they did lose a few players, mostly on the O-line, but they also kind of recouped a few of them. Don't know how good these guys are, to be honest, completely truthful, but the defense did get improved a little bit. So what do we think?
Fuller's the best cornerback in the free agency this year, so they got the best CB, and then they've upgraded their defense, so it should be better coming into next year.
And they'll probably pay Tua soon.
Too much money, but
probably too much, but
what are you gonna do?
I mean, shoot, I think they'll probably be in the same boat they were last year.
Yeah,
first round exit.
He's like a Kirk Cousins type of QB too. Like he's good enough to get you in the playoff, but you probably never win anything with him.
I mean, he has like the best receiving cores too. So I don't know. I don't know if he's Kirk Cousins-esque, but I don't know. Actually, I really don't. Yeah, he's in the same tier, I'd say.
I'd say he is. Like Dak Prescott, Kirk, Tua, they're all like grouped together, in my opinion.
Yeah. He'd go crazy in the free agency if someone wanted him.
Oh, this year he would have got hella bread.
Yeah, because they needed a QB.
Yeah. But yeah, any other thoughts on the Dolphins? They didn't do too much, not much of a
better defense.
Yeah. Patriots. So obviously the draft is gonna happen in a month or so, though. So a lot of things can change, but these are basically just the people they picked up free agency wise. Added Jacoby Brissett, who will either be their bridge QB or their backup, depending on what they do in the draft. Brought in Antonio Gibson to basically catch passes, be their third down back. Just does a similar thing to Ramondre. Brought back Kendrick Bourne on a pretty friendly contract. Hunter Henry's back.
Love Kendrick Bourne. He nice.
Let's see. Re-signed some of their guys. Brought in some linebackers. Sion Taki is a good one. Other than that, not much. Not much in the way of new players.
Hockey's. Yeah, they're going to be bad here. Yeah, that's all we got to say. The worst team in the league. Whatever quarterback they get, or if they get Marvin Harrison too, it's going to be bad.
Yeah, it's. I would not want to be drafted here if I was a young quarterback.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, the Gibson signing is interesting because I want to see how they use him and Stevenson together. But that's about it.
Yeah, I think it'll be. I don't know. Stevenson was kind of injured last season and was like slowed down. So maybe they just want to bring him in to like extend his career a little bit. They do similar things. So I feel like it's like 50-50 split more so.
Yeah,
going to happen.
Maybe 75 because Stevenson is better. But we'll see. 75.
Yeah, we'll see. New York Jets. They brought in Tyrod Taylor as a backup. So he's moving locker rooms from the Giants to the Jets. They mainly upgraded their O-line for Aaron Rodgers. Brought in Morgan Moses from the Baltimore Ravens for a 4th-round pick. They signed Tyron Smith from the Dallas Cowboys. John Simpson, another O-lineman, and then added some D-line. They got Javon Kinlaw from I believe he was on the 49ers. So mostly O-line to protect Aaron Rodgers. You don't want a repeat of the same shit that happened last year. But yeah, this is going to be, I guess, good for them next year. I think they still need another offensive weapon personally because Garrett Wilson's like fucking going to get quadruple teamed every play.
Yeah.
But I like what they've done
otherwise. They have the draft. They have the 10th pick. Might get Brock Bowers. So.
That would be good for them, a tight end. Yep.
Yeah.
He can help with the run game too.
Yeah. So fixing the O-line in the free agency helps them look for that option. So.
Yes, sir. All right. Moving on to the Baltimore Ravens, AFC North. They signed Derrick Henry.
Big splash.
King Henry going to the Baltimore Ravens on a 2-year deal. Him and Lamar in the same offense. Re-signed their star D lineman Justin Madubuike. So run game defense is going to be elite. And that's pretty much
big
it.
Money.
That's their big signing.
I think that Derrick Henry, they're running the ball really well. I think they're number one running team last year. It's going to be the same thing, just more flash with Derrick Henry. So,
and if Keaton Mitchell comes back healthy, they got a good little duo there. Yeah, if he comes back, he got the speed. Derrick Henry got the power, and you know Lamar's going to do his thing.
The pass catching back too, still. So we'll see if he helps the raw offense a bit. A good signing for them. It's better for us to watch.
Yeah, he's kind of lost a step, but you're not going to need to rely on him on an every down basis, I think. So it should be fine.
Their scheme is also a running scheme, so he'll be okay.
Yeah,
RPOs as well.
All right, the Bengals.
Yes, sir.
They bring in Zach Moss on a 2-year deal. They end up trading Joe Mixon to the Texans, which we'll probably talk about when they get to them. T. Higgins gets the franchise tag, but he has requested a trade since then, so we'll see if he ends up staying for the 1 year or ends up playing on the tag. Bringing Mike Gesicki to – hold on, let me finish this. They're bringing Mike Gesicki to fill in the tight end void, and now him and Jamar Chase could gritty together. They bring in Geno Stone from the Baltimore Ravens, who's a good safety addition for them. Some D tackle help with Sheldon Rankins, and that's about it in the way of big free agency moves.
Yeah, I think Zach Moss is gonna go off, have a crazy season, be RB at least RB3.
This guy,
if not RB1. So look forward to it.
And hopes for his fantasy team winning game.
Hey, when he was a starter with the Colts, so I'm saying he was RB5 until what's name came back. He was going crazy.
Be good for 1 year and then be trashed the next.
Every time what's name didn't play, he went crazy every single time.
You might have competition with Chase Brown, but
I think they might draft another running back too.
I think they'll get a receiver.
They do, then
I think they'll get rid of Higgins because they lost Tyler Boyd too, so they don't have any.
Well, he's not gone yet, but
he's gonna sign somewhere else, in my opinion. But they don't have any receiver that wants to stay besides Jamar Chase. So I think they'll draft somebody in wide receiver in the first.
What does the term franchise tag mean? Is it like just a guaranteed way to extend you, or what does that mean? Can you explain that to me, guys?
Yeah, franchise tag is basically you give a player a contract and he has to stay on the team for an extra year. It's an absurd amount of money. Like you get paid, I think it's like either 15% of a markup of the highest paid player at that position, or there's like a league standard and you get paid 50% more than that. So it's like you get to stay on the team for 1 year. We're gonna pay him like T. Higgins gets $22 million for this one season.
You don't get to. You have no choice.
Yeah, I mean you can request a trade, but like this, you still have to play on the team. Basically, they get to extend you against your will for a year. But before in the past, it used to be you get franchise tagged as much as you want, but now I think it's only like 1 2 years. You can only do it once or 2 years in a row, and like once to the same position player or something. I don't know. But that's basically what.
And the tag only lasts 1 year. So after this year, he's able to sign another contract with another team. No way of stopping him from leaving, right?
No.
Okay.
If they tag him next year, Hassan, it's going to be twice this year. So they pay him $44 million if they want to tag him, which is fucking. They're not going to do it. Like, yeah.
But are they allowed to?
They are. If they had like an insane amount of cap space, like for whatever reason, they could literally tag him if they want to. Pay him $44 million.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. I mean, but you're literally like getting a player without their will. Like they can't do anything. They have to stay there.
And
so like, do they play worse? Do they play worse? Or
no, a lot of the times they just don't play. They just don't show up and they request a trade because
it depends on the position too. But like,
is that what Saquon did the other year or no?
No, they re-signed him to a 1 year deal. But he got tagged, so it didn't really matter.
I see.
Because I mean, like if you play bad, you're not going to get as much money as you wanted previously. So you have to play good in that season. So kind of screwed.
I see. Thank you.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, Zach Moss season.
I hope T. Higgins goes. So I heard Arizona too for T. So we'll see.
I think. Well, we'll get to the other teams later. T. Higgins. I don't know where he'll go. It'll be interesting. I think Texans would be a good spot for him too.
You think so? I think they're already stacked at the wide receiver position.
I think they could use someone else.
Tank Dell
is like Tank Dell's not like an every down receiver. He's too small, so I think they could.
He was killing it when he was healthy.
Yeah, he's nice. As long as
he wasn't healthy because he got banged up too much. They got
but the way they put him like with big guys like 300-pounders to block, like it's kind of you're screwing them.
That's what I'm saying. They need someone else so he doesn't have to play every fucking down.
I get you. All right, next.
He's like a slot guy. He could do damage in a few snaps. Yeah, Cleveland Browns. They didn't do anything crazy. Signed Jameis Winston. Probably going to start by midseason, honestly.
Yeah.
Jerry Jeudy. Fucking who cares? They got him in a trade with the Broncos.
Yeah, Jack.
That's actually good for him.
I'm not moved at all.
I think you'll have a better season.
It's pretty much it. They also brought in Jordan Hicks and Devin Bush, some linebacker help, which I guess is pretty good for them. But outside of that, I guess very similar team to last year.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good team. That division.
No more Joe Flacco though, so I wonder. You know,
Winston, he'll throw bombs. He'll throw 4. That's all you need him for.
That Deshaun contract is awful.
Yeah, we'll see. If he was when he was healthy, he started to get better. But hello, DeRozan. He said, "Uh-oh."
Hope you're an NFL fan. All right. Pittsburgh Steelers, they made some moves this offseason.
Mr. Unlimited.
They got Mr. Unlimited Russell Wilson. Also signed Patrick Queen from the Ravens, a huge addition, one of the best linebackers in this year's free agency class. Also traded Deontay Johnson to the Panthers, which we'll get into them later as well, for Dante Jackson and a 6th round pick. Yeah. And that's pretty much it for their free agency. I mean, they're rumored to sign like Tyler Boyd, like you were talking about,
or draft a wide receiver too,
or they could draft somebody. But that's what they've done so far. Russell Wilson. I mean, fuck it. The Broncos are paying $38 million for him to play on the Steelers. So
let's ride.
Yeah, right.
What pick do they have?
He has a chance to be like Baker of last year. If he can lead them to the playoffs, potentially get a win, gets $100 million.
No, it's not Baker. No, he ain't. Nobody's paying him $100 million ever again, brother. I hope you understand that.
If he plays good,
he could get like a 2-year deal, like a 2-year, $50 million or something. Yeah,
we'll see though. Good for him. That's a good landing spot.
I'm not moved really, but this is good for the Steelers because he's better than Kenny Pickett, but I still don't think he's that good personally. But he's better than Pickett.
Kenny Shickett.
Yeah, that's why I think it's a good move for the Steelers because Mike Tomlin is fucking addicted to winning 8 to 10 games every single year, no matter what team he has.
Addicted.
So I'm like, yeah. So and he did that with Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph as his quarterbacks this year. So it's like, it sucks that they lost Deontay, but he's also like he's good, but he wasn't like
the diva.
He's not irreplaceable. Yeah,
it's a good thing they got rid of him actually.
Yeah, so it's like if they replace him either with the draft or end up signing somebody, I think that the Steelers could probably up their wins by a game or two, but even that is you're still a good team at that point,
Yeah.
Going because they had 8 wins, 9 wins.
I don't know, they made the playoffs.
I think they had 10.
They had 10, right? Yeah, like they did that with Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph. I'm like, you gotta at least go up one more win or something. With
their defense is carrying them. I think they had more points scored than their offense, which is insane.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think they only had 12 touchdowns on offense.
Yeah,
12 passing ones at least.
Queen is good too, so I feel like their defense will be good enough.
Yeah, I think they'll be a solid team with Russ. I think Russ is still he's still decent. He's not ass. It's not like we're getting Mac Jones. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, they'll probably make the playoffs again, but we'll see if Russ can get any sort of like playoff magic back. That's really what they're hoping for, because I think the playoff thing is like they could really do that with anyone, honestly. But they really want to try to have a competent like performance when they get there.
Yeah.
So that's what they could have done.
It would be good. Yeah, like Russ had a decent season with an ass offense,
Yeah. And the coach didn't want him to be on. Nick
didn't even like the board. Like,
yeah.
So I think this is a good situation for us and a good situation for the Steelers. At least it's a 1-year deal too. If he plays bad, you just get somebody else.
It's really no risk involved.
Yeah, and he's getting his bag
this year too now.
It might be like Penix in the second round type thing.
Yeah, I heard Spencer Rattler rumors also.
How many picks are around?
32.
Oh, okay. It's like
32 teams, 32 picks.
All right. Now let's go to a team that made a ton of moves in free agency.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My favorite this is my AFC team,
baby.
Just because they hooked us up with a draft pick this morning. I'm feeling good about it. And now we took 3 of their linebackers. They took 1 of our linebackers. This is like our friendship team with the Vikings. But the Houston Texans made a lot of moves. Like we talked about earlier briefly, they traded for Joe Mixon and extended him. So it should be an upgrade over Devin Singletary. Although Joe Mixon is kind of on the higher end of the running back age range, I still think he has a little bit left to something left to offer. And
he was still decent last year. They just had their offense was so bad. Like
no one was healthy like that. So.
Yeah, no one was healthy. So it's just like they're gonna try to run the ball. It's like they're not gonna have I forgot even do his name. Their backup.
Oh yeah,
Bengals backup.
Irrelevant.
Yeah, yeah, Mr. Irrelevant.
But Joe Mixon, them signing him for 3 years too gives them more of a security blanket.
Yeah,
so
that's right. And
they don't.
Singletary Loki thrived
over here. Yeah. Any running back will do good, I think.
Yeah, nobody thought Singletary would have a good season. People thought Dameon Pierce was going to be this. You know what I mean? At the start of the thing.
Yeah,
the start of the season.
Yeah. I think CJ Stroud changed the whole trajectory of that team, bro. Like
I agree. Yeah,
top to bottom offensively.
Yeah, I think Joe Mixon will be an upgrade for them. They could still draft someone if they want to have a younger body there as well. They brought in Danico Autry from the Titans. Brought in Daniil Hunter from the Vikings, one of the best edge rushers in the league. Brought in Azeez Al-Shire from the Titans as well, one of the best linebackers in the league. Got a little bit of help at corner, mostly depth, not much. Jeff Okuda, some other guys, Mike Ford. Yeah. But that's it. They added a lot in terms of linebacking and edge rushing, so their defense should be even better than it was last year under DeMeco Ryans. So I'm kind of excited for their future. CJ Stroud should be a year older and smarter with a year of NFL experience and a playoff game under his belt. So I think they could be a sneaky Super Bowl pick for next season.
I don't know about Super Bowl. I think they'll win the first round though.
The South is gonna be a tough division.
They already did it.
Oh yeah, they did.
They did what they won last. They beat the Browns. Yeah,
they beat the Browns, right? Okay, I think
they lost to the Ravens in round 2.
I think right now, I mean, it depends on the matchup. I would say it depends on the matchup. I could see them winning a second round, but
they have to beat the Chiefs.
Hey man,
do you?
Their defense looks really good.
Exactly how standings work. I mean, not standings.
Every AFC team, just every AFC team they have to beat.
Yeah,
beat out. I think the division's not even a gimme for them though. I think they could lose in the division.
I mean, I think they have the best chance to win, though. I would say. Who's the Jags got worse? We'll talk about them in a second.
Titans got better. Colts are still could be relevant.
Titans, I think the Titans got better, but I also think their QB is a question mark still.
Yeah,
so
they're not going to win with Will Levis.
Colts is the only team I would say maybe, but it's like Anthony Richardson. Is he going to stay healthy the whole year? We got to see.
Yeah, I mean, but it's
still just lost the best running back.
That they have the 4 quarterbacks though. They have a chance with Lawrence, Richardson, Stroud, and then Levis. If you believe in Levis, then
they're all decent.
Yeah, obviously we're taking Stroud over all of them, but
I don't know. I feel like AR. If I could see AR play a full season, I feel like he could maybe be better than Stroud. But he only played like 4 games. It's just so hard to say.
Yeah, but his weapons aren't the same either. He has Pittman. I guess Pittman's the best receiver compared to the Texans, but.
They got Josh Downs too. He's pretty good. He had a good run.
Oh, yeah, nice. They have a pick this year too. They might draft him there.
And their running game is better too. They have a better O-line and Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah. Defense is good also.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah. That is true. Colts are good underrated offensively, but
speaking of the Colts though, they brought in Joe Flacco to be back, which is really good for them because like I just said, Anthony Richardson, we don't even know if he can stay healthy. Michael Pittman, they extended him, brought in some more defensive help, Raekwon Davis, Zaire Franklin. They brought back Kenny Moore. So just got better defensively and, added a competent backup that they can literally win playoff games with if absolutely necessary. So,
plus, he teaches Richardson too. So it's a veteran quarterback that you can see his perspective on things and make Richardson better.
I was watching him actually this morning on the Pat McAfee show, and he was saying, like, I'm not here to be his mentor, but at the same time, like, I'm going to help make the game easier for him. So, it's good that they brought him in. There. Yeah. All right. Jacksonville Jaguars.
These dudes.
They brought in Mac Jones to be their backup, which I actually feel is a really good move. I feel like him and Trevor kind of have similar skill sets, so it works out. I feel like it's a good fresh start for Mac. He ended on a poor note with the Patriots. They added Gabe Davis as well. We talked about that briefly. 3-year deal. Brought in the GOAT Devin Duvernay as the return man, probably, but still shout out to Duvernay. Signed some O-line. I guess Mitch Morris is a good player from the Buffalo Bills at center. And then brought in Eric Armstead.
That was their best. Yeah, that was their best signing.
Also brought in Darnell Savage from the Packers. Who they ended up getting another safety instead, who's better than Darnell Savage.
Yeah,
so
I hate that nigga, man. Oh, my goodness.
Who the Packers? Oh, I guess we'll get to it.
Yeah. But, yeah, this is the Jags. But we didn't talk about some of their losses, losing Calvin Ridley, some of their corner depth as well. I don't know. I don't feel like Gabe Davis is not that good, bro. Like they need to draft a receiver or something because this receiver room is gonna struggle a lot. Christian Kirk.
I don't know, man. We were saying the same thing about Christian Kirk when he signed that big extension. Maybe they know something about Gabe Davis we don't.
I would love to see it, brother. I would love to find out as well.
You saw Kirk went off the season. He started with
Jaguars. Kirk is good for sure, but it's like
he's a wide receiver.
Kirk is off a perk.
He kind of has a role. Like he's not going to be the number one receiver, and it's like Gabe Davis sure as hell ain't going. If Gabe Davis is somehow number one receiver, I'll kill myself.
You'll have one win. You'll have one win on the year.
Gone worse, and there's no way they win the division next year. So
you have one win when the person gets a punt return or something like that.
I think it's going to be very run heavy. Like ETN might go off for 2,000 yards. I don't know what else.
I don't even think he's like a bell cow back like that though. They have Tank Bigsby, but
we'll see though.
Like pretty small. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if Trevor Lawrence can even take a step forward with this roster.
Last season, there was a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit that happened last year that made me concerned with the Jaguars. Like they blew a playoff appearance basically.
Yeah.
So it's
they got worse or something like that.
Yeah. So I don't even know. Like I'm already skeptical on them, and they just got worse roster wise. So I don't know if this is going to be a good season for them personally. But we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think they're even going to make playoffs this year. I don't see it.
Draft happens in a month, and that can change a lot of things. So that's a great thing about the NFL draft is that it's like the prospects that come in can literally change the team immediately. It's not like the NBA where it's like, yeah.
You never know. T. Higgins could be on that roster and change his whole.
That's actually this is a good place for him to go too. If he wants to be a number one, he can have the opportunity here with a good QB.
Yeah, and that'll change their whole perspective.
Westbrook.
Westbrook. The Titans, they made a lot of moves too. This division actually got a lot better outside the Jets.
I think that's actually his cousin.
I'm
pretty sure that's actually his cousin.
No, it's not. No way.
No, I think so. I think I heard that. I'm not even gonna lie.
That would be crazy. I don't know anything about that personally. But they brought in Tony Pollard to replace Derrick Henry on a 3-year deal. Brought in Calvin Ridley, 4-year, $90 million. Brought in some O-lineman help. Kenneth Murray, who's kind of mid. Brought in Chidobe Awuzie, though, who's a good corner from the Bengals. And that was their free agency.
Yeah, I think that's I'll give him a C-.
Really?
No, just kidding. I mean, I'm not that high on Tony Pollard or Calvin Ridley right now.
Why?
I feel like Calvin Ridley, he had a decent season, but he had so many drops. It's just like
he was coming back from 2 years off.
Yeah, no, but I guess to me it showed a regression. I guess he could have been rusty, but it's like if you can't be rusty the whole year. You get me? I get that we were off for 2 years. Yeah, but still, he had it wasn't even like it would. All the drops are early on. Like he had drops throughout the whole season.
I feel like it was a bunch of boom bust games where he had like huge games where he'd go for 200 yards and then 10,
to end the season, he didn't even do that great. Like,
yeah, no, I feel like it's because of how the offense is. They like to spread the ball over there. That's how the coach like to do it. So this is more different. If you're paying a guy $92 million, he's definitely going to be incorporated in the offense heavily, especially at his age. So you have to prove that you made the right decision. And Tony Pollard and with Tajay Spears having a 50-50 role, I guess helps them in the run game too. Because Tony Pollard is at his best is a number 2, not a bell cow, or he's not running the ball as much. So it helps their team a lot. If they believe in Will Levi, and you also have DeAndre Hopkins, this could be good for them. Levi,
is Hopkins staying? I thought he was leaving.
No, Hop's on 1 more year.
Yeah,
he has 1 more year.
Yeah, so both of them.
Yeah, I think it's not very like people are low on Pollard, and I think they definitely gave Ridley too much money. But like disregarding the contract situation, I think they made good additions. I think it's going to help their offense as a whole. Now they got playmakers around Will Levis, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Hopkins. Tony Pollard is, I think, as good as Derrick Henry was. I feel like Tony Pollard has more bursts to him than Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is more of a bruising back, like I'm going to run up the middle and you can't stop me. Tony Pollard is kind of
versatile too.
Yeah, finds his spots to catch passes. So I think that'll help them in their offense specifically because when they with Tannehill, that was their whole offense is run the ball. But now with Levis, he has the arm talent, so you want to air it out a little more. And now with Pollard, you can throw the ball to him.
Everything's
also Mike Vrabel is no longer there too, so I'm sure they have a different philosophy as well. So I think it's good for them. Tajay Spears and Pollard will, like you said, 50-50 split, which will be good for both of them. I think neither Tajay nor Pollard are number 1 backs, but I think if they both just play half the game, it'll be fine for them both. So
the 2 number 2s.
Yeah, basically, honestly.
It's good. That's how the NFL works now a little bit. So once you're a special talent, you're going to be a 70, 25.
If you're not like Bijan Robinson, you're probably doing a backfield split.
Dude, even Jahmyr Gibbs is getting freaking half the carries, and that's the best.
That's good. I mean, Montgomery is playing well. You can't really.
Montgomery is more of a 3 downs he'll play, and then Jahmyr Gibbs is more of the explosive guy. So, and it worked out. That's
usually how they have it. One big dude that can just get you a hard-earned yards, and the other dude that just can take it to the house for 90 yards.
Pollard's best season a couple years back with Zeke. That's when he was going crazy as a second back. So,
facts.
That's true.
All right. Let's move on to the Denver Broncos. There's literally nothing to talk about here at all. They fucking stink. They cut Russell Wilson. They traded Jordan. They traded what's his name? I forgot dude's name already. Receiver Jerry Jeudy. They cut Justin Simmons. Fuck who? One of their best players of all time. I don't even know. They bring back little Jordan Humphrey.
Little Jordan.
They're gonna have the worst record in the league next year.
Oh,
that's
Omari.
my prediction.
You might go winless.
You remember what's the dude's name? The coldest to ever do it.
Oh yeah, the coldest.
Yeah, so he's on a college team now. I think
he's actually decent.
LSU or something.
I can't wait.
He's good.
Can't wait till you get on the team.
Let me see the coldest to ever do it. I think he committed somewhere. Yeah, that team's gonna be the worst, and the Patriots, one of them.
I mean, I think the Patriots have at least a draft pick, or if they're not going to use it, they could trade down and get more picks to round.
Nobody knows going to be the quarterback on the Broncos.
I think they want to go.
They can't even draft anybody because they got to jump up 10 spots if they want to do that.
Yeah, they might.
That's crazy. Yeah.
This is a 5-star recruit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. He's
his name's not the coldest for no reason.
He's the coldest, yeah.
He's the coldest.
He's named himself.
Who is the coldest?
The guy's name is the coldest to ever do it, Crawford. That's his actual name.
Yeah, he's the coldest, DA' coldest. And then his middle name is.
I need to see this man's driver license. I believe you guys, but I want to see it.
He's a 5-star wide receiver recruit going to LSU.
It came out when he was in high school. It was they had his high school thingy.
Yeah, the
coldest.
People
there's some crazy names.
So what do they call him?
Right now too.
His name's the coldest.
like in a conversation tone, the coldest.
His first name.
I want to call him DC or something like that.
Yeah,
but
see, that makes sense. DC, but ain't no way if Hassan's name was the coldest, I'm calling him the coldest every time.
Hey, that's
what do you mean? That's a cold name.
Yeah.
That's hard.
It's so stupid. Shut
the coldest to ever do
I'm not
it.
calling you the coldest.
But that's his name. Why would you not
I
call
know,
him?
but I'm not calling you that. Like, I'm not.
As I say,
like
Gabe's a stupid name. I'm not calling you that.
Yeah.
Fucking
Gabe.
Gabe. Call you G.
Cold. What's up, Cold? You're the coldest to ever do it. That's like the best name ever. You're the best to ever do it.
And he's 5-star. He 5-starred him too. He's living up to
he's a 5-star recruit.
Yeah. Hey, can
you wide receiver?
No disrespect to the brother.
He's a receiver?
No, he's a corner.
He's a 5-star recruit.
No, he's a corner. He's a corner. No way.
It just said receiver right here in this article I'm reading.
Oh, that's crazy. If he's a receiver,
he's the coldest. He's the coldest receiver.
That's gonna be if he's a 5-star
two positions.
Yeah, that's crazy. No, if he ends up going to like the league, he's a receiver. His name's the coldest. He's nice, bro. Like
he'll be my first.
He better not be.
I'll literally be more fan, dude. I'll literally be more fan.
Bro, better not be
fanboy glazing for the rest of his career.
Dude, the coldest to ever do it. Team. That's my name.
I've been naming myself the coldest ever since I've seen that. Like my idol. You know he I'm gonna be. I want to be like him when I grow up.
The best to ever do it.
Nah, that's crazy. That's an insane glaze.
Yeah,
it's like when people call people younger than them, little big bro.
Like you, big bro.
I just changed Omari's name.
Niggas be 30. Niggas be 30. Call 21-year-old little bro. I mean, big bro.
It's good, big bro.
Omari, check your name.
What? Yeah, smacks. Thank you.
It's good, big bro.
He said, "I wish that could be my name. I just did it."
All right.
Your wish has been granted.
But yeah, the Broncos gonna suck. Oh no.
Yeah, Broncos stink. Let's move on to the Chiefs, who are actually good.
Wow, Marquise Brown, huh?
They signed Marquise Brown to a 1-year deal. Signed Irv Smith, who's complete trash. Chris Jones is back. Brought back some of their linebackers, D line, like Drew Tranquil, L'Jarius Sneed got tagged.
Defensive lineman now since Aaron Donald retired.
They brought in the punter Matt Ariza, who got caught by false allegations. Shout out to him. They tried to prey on my man's downfall, so he's back in the league. Yeah, that's pretty much it. They're big signing.
Why doesn't he have a link? I was gonna say that. Why does he not have a link?
He hasn't played in the league, bro. He got cooked because of the fake allegations.
Bro's deal has a hyperlink, but his name doesn't. That's hilarious.
If I had to an article,
we can show you the deal of what he got, but we can't show you his name.
Yeah,
so I think what's his name? Rashid Rice takes a hit, fantasy wise, I guess.
I don't think so at all.
Wise. Well, I think the team is based.
They just got MVS with better hands. Like
Marquise Brown is way better talent than MVS is. Can't do
that's the MVS with better hands.
Yeah,
that's not true. Not anymore. We can put that narrative beside 2 years ago. He did good on the Cardinals, actually.
Kadarius Toney with better hands.
No.
Yeah. Plus, when Kyler got back, he stopped like throwing it to him.
Yeah, he threw it to McBride and McBride only.
Yeah, but I feel like this is like the best landing spot he could have gotten.
I don't think so. I think that Kansas City is known for passing the ball around. So one game Brown could have a great game, and then Rashid could have a great game, and Kelsey could have a great game. The one person that really reminds me is Mahomes.
You know what this reminds me of a little bit? When they got Juju for that 1 year and they won the Super Bowl. Obviously, they're different players. I'm not saying that, but it's like just the fact that they had like another receiver that could help him. What did this year? Juju had 900 yards. I could see something similar, maybe a bit more for Marquise Brown, but like,
no, I think Marquise is getting. I think he's having like
12.
We know you think he's having 2,000 yards.
No, not 2,000. I'm being realistic. I think low end he'll have like 1,200. If he stays healthy,
it's impossible.
If he's healthy,
look at the players who had 1,200 yards last year. These are all like 1A dudes that get 10 targets a game. 1,200 is a lot of yards.
Bro, he'll get targets. Like,
what did Mike Evans get?
He'll get targets, but he won't get 1A targets. There's other receivers on the team, and they have Travis Kelce.
You said 1,200?
Yeah, look at what's the person that had 1,200 yards last year? I think
the worst receiver to have 1,200 yards was Jamar Chase.
Exactly. He's not hitting 1,200.
He'll have at least 1,000 then. I think he'll have
1,000 is doable.
1,000 is possible.
Yeah, he's gonna get 1,000. That's fine.
I think he'll have some good teams too. Like, I think he'll have his best season of his career. Put it that way. He had his best is 1,008.
Let's see what he has.
His best is 1,008. His best is 1,008, 6 touchdowns, and like something like that. Like,
with the Cardinals,
1,008, 6 touchdowns. He'll have a similar season, I think. Very similar.
I think he'll have like 100 more yards and like a few more touchdowns.
I say like
he also played every game that year. I don't see him doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he's healthy, that's what I'm saying. If he's healthy, he'll have his best season. If not, you know, it is what it is.
Like NFL wise, non fantasy wise, it's a good contract for him because he can have that good season and then get
like a prove it deal.
For more
it's
money.
It's a prove it deal,
Yeah, but I think realistically he'll probably have like 800 yards because do you think Rashee Rice is better than him?
Yes.
Arguable.
Healthy, no, he's not.
Think Kelsey is better than him?
Obviously,
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So then, like, what's stopping Marquise Brown from? Why is he going to get 1,000 yards? Do you think this offense is just going to be like ridiculously good? Or?
I think
it'll change the dynamic because the only reason they couldn't go down the field and couldn't go is because they're throwing it to MVS and Kadarius Toney.
But that's the only thing MVS is good for. He's still good at running fast.
Yeah, but still, he was a drop machine. Like, what's his name is fast, runs great routes. Like he's
overrating Marquise.
Hollywood, no, he's not. Hollywood is way more multifaceted than MVS or Kadarius is.
We've seen Marquise Brown be a 1 on the Ravens, and
but that was with the young.
He got traded. He was so bad.
They ran the ball, or their pass rate was like 51% or something crazy. Like it's something low. They had like the lowest.
I think the only way he's really good is if he gets a bunch of targets, which I don't see happening. Because I don't remember the last receiver that got a whole lot of targets besides Tyreek Hill level talent on the Kansas City Chiefs.
He's an upgrade for sure.
Hollywood's not Tyreek, but he's fast and he has good route running. Like I think
we'll see
if he's healthy, he'll deserve the largest target share besides Kelsey. Obviously, I think he'll deserve the largest target share than Rashee.
I think he's. I think
it's an argument. You can definitely argue it, but they both get a hit. If they both.
Yeah, I would say if what's the name plays bad this year or gets hurt or whatever, I'll just give the nod to Rashee. But as long as what's the name's healthy, I believe that he'll be better.
We'll see. It's up for debate.
We will see.
Nonetheless, they keep Snead. They're good.
It makes them a lot better.
How do you guys say Snead's first name?
Legarius.
Legarius.
I pronounced that.
I thought it was. I don't want to say Elgarius or something.
Never seen a black man's name.
Hassan,
why'd you say that? Like a E, like it's like LeBron, but Legarius.
Yes, sir.
It's like the coldest.
The coldest.
It's funny.
I'll say this: there's a lot more like funny, like different names in the NFL than the NBA.
Y'all think what do you think their 3P percentages right now?
I don't see anybody beating
Combo 70.
Yeah. I don't know. This man has like
a little 70.
Patrick Mahomes is just him. Like I don't know.
Fuck the Chiefs. I don't want him to 3P. That's all I'm gonna say.
But what do you think the percent? I agree with you.
I don't want them to win, but at the same time, it's like you're watching history, so it's like you can't hate too much.
Yes, I can. I can hate all I want.
Exactly.
Dude, if he just wins for like 10 years, isn't that like insane?
They was holding though. That's the only thing I hate on them for is that they was holding. They hold a lot. Like they held a lot in the Super Bowl, and then it doesn't get.
Joe Burrow, please save us.
Josh.
That's the only thing I hate on the.
Josh Allen can't do it, bro.
Lamar has one more chance. Lamar could get it back.
Joe Burrow is the only person I believe in, and CJ Stroud, I guess.
Nah, man. At this point, I'm like, this.
I don't know if CJ.
Joe Burrow is riding off that one win. Like,
give Brock Purdy one more chance.
It was a big win, though.
Yeah, it's a big win, but it's just like, goddamn, like
he beats him in the regular season.
But it's like this nigga, like he goes and wins 2 Super Bowls, and it's like they're still talking about, I don't know, man. Joe Burrow come.
Yeah, no one.
Joe Burrow just can't stay fucking healthy. That's really his issue.
Yeah. We'll see. I think I'm with Gabe. I'd say 80% that they repeat it, but because like Travis Kelce had one of his worst years in a while. In 11 seasons, I don't even think he hit 1,000 yards, but he was hurt. He was banged up. Now that he's healthy,
Kadarius Toney is on the team still. It goes down.
You won't be playing that many snaps.
You won't be getting snaps. He'll get like 2 snaps a game.
Then you have the Taylor Swift effect with Travis Kelce. He's gonna
be the water boy.
More.
I need Mahomes to like fucking be lazy this year and get fat or something.
It doesn't even matter, dude. Like
I feel like if anything gets stuck, it won't even matter.
Even if he's fat, he'll still. Dude, he's kind of chubby right now. He still runs fast.
It's not like he doesn't have like a fucking world class athlete body.
Yeah,
that's true. I hope his arm gets fat. And he can't throw anymore. All right, whatever. Fuck the Chiefs. Let's move on.
Yes.
To the Raiders, who didn't do much. Actually, I don't want to say they didn't do much. They had the biggest. Yeah, they signed the best fucking. Actually, now that Aaron Donald retired, first of all, shout out to Aaron Donald. Great career, Hall of Famer, first ballot, no question. Dude's huge. Yeah. But now that he's gone, Christian Wilkins probably the best defensive tackle in the league. So
really,
he's going to the Raiders. Chris Jones up there. I'll give him respect. But best young defensive tackle in the league, Christian Wilkins, going to the Raiders, which is good for Antonio Pierce and his defensive mentality. They signed Minshew also, who's better than Aiden O'Connell. But we'll see if they draft anybody. But, I mean, good addition to the defense, which was already really good. Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins. Good luck, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's so far what they've done. Not much, but what they've done, I've liked so far.
They're going to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, they need a guy at QB to get it done.
Yeah.
Because you have one more year with Devontae. If they don't get it done this year, Devontae, say goodbye.
They have good receivers too. Devontae and Jacoby is two good duo.
Mayer too at tight end.
Devontae should go to the Jets.
Yeah. Speaking to existence, Gabe.
Hey, maybe you got Aaron. Link up with Aaron. He should go back to the Packers.
Link up with the vice president. He's gonna link up with the VP.
Oh man,
Nah, did you hear Bez's Packers shout? Us, did you hear Packers shout?
They're gonna get 7.5 votes.
He's gonna go back to the Pack, brother.
Pack is back, baby.
They're gonna get 8 votes and a bag of Sun Chips.
Chargers.
Nobody voted for that motherfucker. Anyway, Los Angeles Chargers. They made a lot of moves as well. They cut everybody we know and love from the Chargers. Austin Eckler's the commander. Don't even get there. Well, they're gonna draft someone a billion %. They're not going into next year with Quentin Johnson as a wide receiver 1. Like,
I saw a meme on Twitter where like they said Quentin Johnson learning that he's wide receiver 1, and they had the 57 like me, like pointing at himself.
You know what meme I saw Hassan on Twitter about Herbert? It's like Herbert throwing it to his receivers. He throws the ball, he runs and goes and gets it.
Yeah. They're like saying, "Oh yeah, one of the best wide receiving core is going to one of the worst."
It's crazy.
I feel bad for Herbert, dude. He needs to just leave at this point. Like,
but they're probably going to draft someone, I would assume, at number 5, Malik Neighbors.
I was thinking that they might trade with you guys, the Vikings, and get Odunze at 11 too.
We're trading up for sure, but I just don't know who with. We'll see.
5 or 3, you guys will get, I think.
Yeah. But
I don't think
whatever, regardless of if they trade down or stay, they're going to probably get a receiver, Odunze or Neighbors or whoever. Fucking Marvin Harrison, pray he falls to them somehow. That would be insane.
That would be insane.
That would be crazy. That would be a great place for him to go, though. Amazing if he gets Herbert throwing in the ball. But, yeah, they're bringing in Gus Edwards as well, who they clearly, with all the signings, cutting the receivers, signing tight ends, signing running backs, they're clearly going to a more run-heavy approach, especially with Jim Harbaugh next season coming from Michigan. That's literally all they did there. That's how they won a championship, was run the ball and McCarthy threw when he had to. And I think obviously Herbert's 10 times better, but like they're going to go for that run first approach. And like whoever they draft, there's going to be probably their one receiver, and like they'll throw to him when they have to. But I think they want to develop
running back too.
Yeah, they probably will draft what's dude's name from Michigan, Blake Corum. Yeah. So he'll link up with his boy, Jim Harbaugh. I think.
Yeah, you never know. I feel like if Quentin Johnson is good, he'll show it this year. If not, then it's done for him.
Yeah.
How good do you guys think Corum is? I remember I asked
this class is not the greatest running back wise, but he has good vision, they say. So we'll see. That's about it. He's not like really good from athletics.
He's not like generational.
Yeah, no. He just has good vision.
There's no generational running backs this year. Yeah, it's just like Bijan was
generational. You'll see like last year.
Bijan and Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, that's it's like if they go top 10, 11, they're generational. You'll never see a running back go in the first round ever, unless they're really good.
First round?
Yeah. They have to be generational. They wouldn't go first
even like round 1, pick 20. That's generational. Like that.
Jonathan Taylor was picked like round 1, pick 20 or some shit.
Yeah. Leonard Fournette was the first pick. That dude was different in college, though. I think he was running like 200, 300 yards.
No, oh my God. If you want to see a crazy motherfucker, go watch Leonard Fournette in college. Holy shit, dude. He was insane.
He had a good career, too. He wasn't bad.
He was good on Jacksonville for like a year or two, and then kind of fell off. And then he was good with.
He was decent on the Tampa,
yeah. The 1 year he was. But
Omari, he'd have like 6 carries, 200 yards in one game.
6 carries.
He was crazy, bro.
This nigga can't stop him. Like, he can't stop him. 6 carries, 200 yards. Right? Like,
that was the CMC, I think, and Saquon were in the same class with him.
Wow.
He was
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Let me see this dude Leonard Fournette, bro. Dude, oh my God. So in his second season, he had 1,900 yards and 22 touchdowns.
In college?
Yes, in his sophomore season.
That's insane. 1900.
1922.
He was on LSU too, right?
Yeah, he was on LSU.
That's crazy. Top team, and he's just doing that, running through people.
Against in the college too. Like
in 12 games, by the way. 12 games. I don't know how many they played, but he only played 12 that year.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Let me see how many yards a game is that. 1953.
That's like at least like 160 a game, 150 a game or something.
Divided by 12. He had 162 yards a game.
Wow.
Yeah, see, 160, man.
Yeah, he was crazy.
Yeah. I take him at 1-2.
He's cracked.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Anyway, where are we at with that? Yeah, Chargers. I mean, they look like they're getting better with the coaching and their scheme. So hopefully,
they kept their defensive players too. So
yeah,
they re-signed Khalil. But why do they have that on here? They re-signed Khalil Mack
because they kept him.
Oh, restructured it. Oh, okay.
Football's a scam, bro. Like you'll sign a guaranteed contract and then they'll make you restructure.
And then just have a restructure.
Yeah. So
but the thing is about restructure. Like it's not really like. It's just you get the money later. Like you just have to take it later. It's not like you don't get the money. It's just like
they just take the money out your contract. Like
no, it's like
$2 million do that. They do that, and then later on they'll pay you like $5 million down the line or something like that.
Yeah, they do that. So like if they want to sign more people this year, and it's like they don't have cap space, they'll be like, oh, you're only $4 million this year, and then $20 million next year or whatever. So like,
yeah.
Because the Chargers were like, aren't they hella cap hit? Well, they got rid of.
Yeah, they had to.
You
know how much money they were paying these dudes?
Yeah,
Mike Williams, Keenan Allen.
At least in a better spot that way, but.
Yeah.
They
asked him to restructure. He was like, hell no.
They're much better drafting off a receiver, in my opinion. But
yeah, they definitely will. I mean, Quentin John. I mean, I don't think Quentin Johnson is going to be their guy. So
even if it's not with their first round pick, they're going to draft someone in the second round or third round. Like, there's no way they're walking out of here.
Yeah, but they still won't be their one, right? Yeah, I mean, the class is deep, but Quentin Johnson still has the mechanics to be. One, I guess.
We'll see. I mean, it feels like they're gonna go run heavy. So like fucking Jim Harbaugh could be like, I don't need a receiver. I'll sign, I don't know. I'll sign Tyler Boyd and be good. Like
imagine they have to get a receiver here or it's cooked.
Yeah.
At 5 or
I feel bad for her, but I think
T. Higgins, maybe. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
That wouldn't be that bad. Yeah, that wouldn't be that bad.
But they have to pay him. So
this is a great market for him this year to get paid back. They just have to let him go.
Yeah, hopefully he goes to a team where he can be a number one. I think that'll be good for him, and just to see if that works. He can do it too.
He's that good to be a one. So.
Oh, they got Kendricks.
Yeah, fucking this team did nothing. They actually did nothing. They didn't even sign Kendricks until like day 2, and he's like average at this point at best. So.
Is he?
Yeah, and they need a running back pretty bad. So in the draft, they'll probably get.
Yeah, that's what I was surprised when all the signings were happening. It's just crazy that they like. I know I said I hope that they miss out, but it's crazy
that they actually Jacobs.
They were saying Derrick Henry too.
Yeah, Derrick Henry said that they never even called him.
Yeah, but I mean,
he probably would have went there. In my opinion, he probably would have went there if they had.
And they cut Michael Gallup today too, so they're kind of fucked, dude. It's just CeeDee Lamb and that's it. Like, I guess he's old though.
Yeah, I mean he's still nice, but yeah, he's old.
Yeah, they'll be okay. And the division's not the greatest. They have the Giants and the Commanders, bro. Like that's 4.
Well, I mean the Commanders, they might get good soon, bro. We'll talk about them in a second here.
Oh yeah,
and who they draft. The Eagles got a lot better too, so I'm not too high on the Cowboys personally, but they're the Cowboys, so
figure out a way to win. They still have a good defense.
True, they do have good defense, so that'll hold them up at least. Next team, the Giants, they're kind of they're fucked too. They signed Drew Lock, who could potentially be a starter, which is funny as hell that they actually hate Daniel Jones that much.
What's up with this guarantee?
They got Devin Singletary. They got Devin Singletary to replace Saquon Barkley. They signed John Runyon, who I believe is from the Packers or something. Good O-lineman, though. Sure. And then traded for Brian Burns. That was really their only good move. That was a really good move for them because they only gave up a second-round pick, which was awful for the Panthers because people were trying to trade 2 first-round picks for him during the year, and they ended up only getting a second and a fifth. But it's a good move for the Giants. At least player-wise and value-wise. I don't really know, like, the rest of their offense has got to be, like, bottom 3 in the league, though. Like, who is their best player on offense, bro? Can you even tell me? Devin Singletary,
Tommy DeVito,
Daniel Jones.
No, I can't even beat him.
Singletary, yeah.
That's awful, bro. Like I don't
think
even know how they're
draft the
gonna put
receiver.
points.
I heard they're gonna try to draft Darren Waller's their best player, but he might retire.
He might retire, yeah.
It's gonna be a crazy 3-way for worst team in the league.
Huh?
There's gonna be a crazy 3-way for worst team in the league.
Broncos, Pats,
and Giants.
I think that they want to draft the QB. We'll see.
What pick do they even have?
6.
Oh,
the thing is though, I don't see him drafting a QB this high because like
they already signed all that money.
Yeah, they still have to like. I understand they're done with Daniel Jones, but they still have him on contract. So like
for 1 year,
they have him. They have him for what? They have him for 1 year. The cap hit next year, they can cut him, but he's still going to be under contract. It'll just be not like that.
Yeah, but you have the rookie contract though, so it like kind of balances out, I guess. But
it's just like, damn, dude, their offense is so awful. It's like you're going to draft the rookie QB into what? Who's he going to throw to?
Yeah.
Even if they get a receiver, like the receiver is kind of screwed too because the situation's terrible. I mean, they'll be playing from behind, so you'll get a lot of catches that way. But I mean, like you'll be in a bad position.
I think if they get a number 1 option receiver type guy like Malik Neighbor somehow, that would be fine because I think they have like good complementary guys. Like I think Wandale or Jalen Hyatt, one of them, will be like a good slot guy. But it's like none of those guys are number 1 receivers. So you need somebody next to them and next to them.
Can the quarterback get the ball to him as many times as they need to for him to like actually reach his full potential? Is my thinking of it.
Of who?
No.
For the wide receiver one, they get Neighbors or Dunze.
Oh yeah, no, they would need both. They would need a QB and a wide receiver one type thing.
Yeah, that's why. So like, maybe if they draft a QB, but Daniel Jones, I don't know if he's good enough to force feed one dude. Like, yeah,
everything I've read so far, it tells me that they don't want him on the team anymore. Like, if they could cut him, they would.
He tore his ACL too, so we'll see. What he did. I don't even know if he's going to be back at the beginning of the season.
I mean, he's going to get a chance to start because they have all that money invested in him, but I don't think
health-wise, though,
are confident. Oh,
health-wise, is he going to be back in time?
I think so. I think Kirk will be back, so I think he should be back too.
How is it? Oh, sorry, he tore his Achilles, right? Achilles or ACL, 1 year injury, not the one that you can come back in 6 months now.
No. Daniel Jones tore his ACL.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what's his name?
Kirk tore his Achilles.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Achilles. That's what Rodgers tore too.
Yeah.
ACL is by far worse. So
we'll see. I think he'll be fine. I think it's a long ways away, and the athletes now come back faster than ever. So I don't think it's an issue. But he's just bad regardless. So
when did
he wasn't good with the regular ACL?
Yeah,
he wasn't good with 2 ACL.
When did K1 come back last year? Like week 7?
Who?
No, it was later than that.
Kyler Murray.
It was like 10 or something.
Yeah, I mean he tore.
But they kind of took it slow with him. I felt like
they
didn't. There was no reason to risk it with Kyler.
Yeah, because he actually has a future, and they're paying him $200 million.
Dobbs out there slinging that hoe.
Yeah,
straight to the other team.
Caleb Williams kind of reminds me of Kyler Murray-esque.
Just bigger.
Yeah,
it's a good comparison. Yeah, bigger arm, but Kyler Murray-ish. I actually like that.
Extend plays a bit more.
Definitely good comp. Let's talk about the Eagles. They did a lot. Yeah, you see all the moves they did. They traded for Kenny Pickett, who will be a backup for them. They added Saquon Barkley on a huge contract. They ended up trading DeAndre Swift. We'll talk about him later. Brought in Landon Dickerson, or brought back, I think so. I think he was on the team. So keeps their O-line intact for the tush push. Their big additions were mostly bringing back CJ Gardner-Johnson. After he left the team for a year, he said, I can't be here without y'all, comes back. Bringing in Bryce Huff from the Jets, who's actually a really good young player. He had a breakout season last year. Good help on the edge. And
CJ was on the Lions last year, right?
Yeah.
Who? CJ?
CJ?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then bringing in Devin White and Julian Okwara is good linebacker depth as well. Devin White.
It's a lot of money I see on that board on that thing.
Yeah, I don't know how the Eagles do it, bro. Their cap is imaginary, dude. I swear every year they're trading
options and non-guaranteed money. So
yeah.
So if it doesn't say guaranteed, none of it's guaranteed. Like let's say where's that?
You have incentives to earn the money type of thing.
What was I looking at? It says, signing a 1 year, $7.5 million deal. Is that a guarantee or no? What is that?
Now
What does
look
that
at
mean?
Gardner Johnson signing a 3-year deal worth up to $33 million. So you can hit incentives to get up to $33 million.
Yeah, it
Or they
depends.
can cut them.
Not that one.
Usually-
Let's
For
just
the
say
most part,
regular.
bigger-
No, usually 1 year deals are fully guaranteed.
Okay,
But like
okay.
everything more than a year is probably never
Bryce
fully
Huff
guaranteed.
signed 3 year, 51.1. It doesn't say anything after that, so it's not a guarantee 51.
No. They didn't
No,
specify.
probably not. No. Most of these people, like, even if they are saying 51, like, maybe like half
30
or
is
so.
guaranteed?
Yeah, like a little more than half is guaranteed
Realistically,
normally.
I see.
Only if you're like a generational type dude, like where most of your contract be guaranteed.
Usually
Yeah,
just
you have to
quarterbacks
be-
and wide receivers.
Yeah, quarterbacks, receivers, and maybe like
Or like
pass
D
rushers.
linemen. Yeah.
Guy
Like
level-
Aaron
guy level
Donald
running
would get a
backs, too.
fully guaranteed contract. But
I
exactly.
see.
The
You got
Saquon
him.
thing is really good. Good for them.
Yeah.
Now they have someone who they don't have to do the touch push every goddamn play at the one. So they have a goal line
They actually
scorer.
have-
Their O line is so good. I mean, I know they lost Jason Kelsey, but their O line is just
Still really
even
good.
outside of
They'll
Jason
be
Kelsey,
fine.
it's still really
They'll be
good.
fine.
Yeah.
They got a center, a young center. I forgot his name. They drafted him like last year, and he's been good at filling in for them. So he should step into Jason Kelsey's role and be fine.
Yeah. They
moving
helped
so.
their defense too. They were really bad at the end of the season. Getting these players helps them reach a certain threshold at the beginning of the season to hold. So
What is the LS?
Oh,
see that
Cam
Rick
Jurgens
Lovato?
is his name. Cam Jurgens. Yeah.
LS.
Oh, Jargon?
Rick Lovato.
Yeah, like what is LS? I'm trying to think of like
Long
what the fuck that
snapper.
is.
Long snapper.
Oh.
Oh, that's crazy. For punts, like
Yeah, punts,
Or-
kicks.
yeah, kicks. Oh, that's crazy.
Long snapper. Yeah, this is really good. And they get it back.
Everyone has a job on the team, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Devontae Parker stretches the field also. So
Do they add him? All right. He's
Yeah.
old as fuck though.
still, a couple passes a game.
30.
Yeah,
Oh
I mean,
no, I thought that was his age.
31.
31. Yeah.
yeah,
Why
I
is the
mean,
hometown blank?
they already
Why
have
is it
two
straight?
amazing receivers, so
What'd you say?
they already have two amazing receivers, so it's just like
Yeah.
whatever he
Yeah,
does
they-
is just like
Distraction over the top.
They don't really need to use him much. He'll be like what Julio did last year, I guess. You
Yeah.
know, come in every other play or something. Commanders, they did a lot as well. And they have the number 2 pick in the draft. So it'll be interesting to see how they finish out their offseason.
Jaden Daniels, I'd say.
So first of all, I think they're gonna draft Jaden Daniels. Like I'm 99% sure, just because they signed Mariota, first of all, because he's a similar type of QB, mobile QB.
Yeah.
I don't think they would bring him in. He's not good enough to warrant you bringing him in my opinion, unless he does a similar type of thing that the QB you're gonna draft does. So
He knows the play style, the what's called playbook, can teach him how to do certain things too. So
right.
and a good backup.
And I'm sure there's a coaching link. I think there's a link with the coach and Daniels too. I don't remember, but anyway, they also bring in Austin Eckler on a 2-year deal. He's probably gonna do what Antonio Gibson did last year.
Yeah,
like
exactly
just catch
that.
passes. He's cooked in the running game, brother. He's
oh
cooked.
man, come on, man. We gotta believe in my dude.
Look, he has to be running like
the
Brian
Chargers
Robinson,
was ass.
many men.
Everybody was hurt. Yeah, no, I said something crazy to Hassan. I can't even say it on this. But
No, I know what you said.
but
What is it?
look, Eckler, their entire offense was cooked last year. He had a high ankle sprain for most of the year. He was hobbled. The whole entire team was hobbled. You know, you can't run with. They had bad blocking, so it's like I get Eckler's older, but it wasn't all on. Like he had a really bad season, but it wasn't all on him. I think he
Where's
could
your
have.
cape? I need to see.
I think
Where's
he
your
can
cape?
have
Put
a
the cape
decent
on.
turnaround. I think he have a decent turnaround. You know, in certain spots, I don't think he's gonna get back to what he was. But there's no way he's gonna drop off from RB1 to obsolete for no reason.
You have him in fantasy?
You know what I mean?
Yes, he does.
No, Gabe.
Oh, this makes a lot of
That's
sense.
not important, bro. That's not important.
Even
What's
Gabe
important,
knows.
what's
not like-
important
it's
is
like
that
when I
he's
had-
not dropping off RB1 to obsolete for no reason. Stop.
Oh,
dude,
I
that's
saw
one
this clip.
play.
I know this
That's
clip.
one play,
I know
nigga.
this clip.
That's one play, man. That's one play, yo. He
I
was
saw
coming
this
off the
clip
high
live
ankle
at
sprain.
B-Dubs. I saw
He was
this
coming
clip
off
live
the
at
high
B-Dubs.
ankle sprain, man.
He's
This
We
is
gotta
cooked.
not
talk
man.
He has
like
40
how
yards
cheap
left.
Eckler was.
7
Look no
seconds
further.
now.
He's not
This is
cooked,
40-yard
man.
dash is like 7 seconds.
Their blocking was so bad too, bro. No, it's
It's
not.
okay,
bro.
Omari. It's
God
okay,
damn,
brother.
no, it's not, man.
Let him go.
He
His
has
trade
a
value's
chance
gone.
to turn it
His
around.
trade
He has a
value's
chance
gone.
to prove it. All right, he has a chance to turn around. That's all
No.
I'm saying.
Best. I saw
Brian
that
Robinson,
clip.
if they can come back and finish the job,
he's getting paid 2 year, $11 million. He's not doing nothing for that team.
I saw that.
There to catch passes on third down, and that's it.
He's better than Antonio Gibson, man. We're not.
No, he's not.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Gibson, but not Brian Thomas.
Brian Robinson.
Brian Robinson, my fault.
Oh, that was funny as fuck. Oh my god.
No, we got it, man.
That was great, Bez.
I
saw Bez typing it up. He's like,
he's a great guy.
Knew what it was before he played it. He said, "Don't play that video."
Because I've seen it, nigga. I've seen that too.
That video so
I want to see that shit.
He knew I was pulling it up.
Propaganda.
We don't need to see
propaganda. This is propaganda. All right, wait.
I'm sorry.
Zach Ertz is Matt 0-2. I don't know what they do. Honestly, it's like it's like what are they doing? They keep signing old niggas.
They need some vets.
Yeah,
bro, not that bad. Zach Ertz and Austin Eckler and Mariota. Like
I was just memeing. I was memeing about Eckler, but let's get to the real good signings. They brought in a lot of help on the O line. Tyler Biotish, Nick Allergetti, who came in from the Chiefs off a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? They brought in some. I don't like the edge rushers they brought in. Cleveland Farrell, Dante Fowler, all like busts that were drafted in the first round that they kind of want to, I guess, prove a deal. But the linebackers they brought in, really good. Frankie Louvu, really good linebacker coming in from the Panthers. I don't know if you guys have watched him play because he was on the Panthers. You probably didn't watch him play, but he's a really underrated player.
Actually did. I had Adam Thielen, so I have to watch his games.
Okay, he's pretty good. Bobby Wagner.
Big Bobby.
Yeah, he's old, but he still gets the job done.
Nice. He had the most tackles in the league last year.
Did he?
Yeah, he's still nice.
Yeah, he still got it. And then Jeremy Chin, another good safety that could help him out. I like the defensive additions they made because they sucked on defense last year. They were absolutely awful. And obviously they're probably going to draft the QB at 2, so that should help them out offensively. But I think they did a good job, all things considered. I agree with Omari. Zach Ertz and Austin Eckler, they don't move me at all. Like those additions, I don't really know what they're doing, but defensively, at least, I really like who they brought in.
Ertz could be useful at tight end.
Ertz is decent. He's just old. Like,
yeah.
How old is this man?
They have what's his name? Logan Thomas.
Damn.
For a tight end, it's actually not that bad because like you can kind of be a blocker. And
how old is Eckler, Bez?
30.
He is 28.
28.
Oh.
He's old.
Might as well be 30 with those legs.
Shut up, nigga. Look, man.
Hassan, are you faster than Eckler?
No, on God, I am,
bro.
Hell
no. You tripping, man.
I'm not. Like the guys you see that are running backs run like a 4.4 or something like that. I'm not hitting no damn 4.4. So right now he's probably at like
40.
I would be close to Eckler. Eckler is probably running like a 6 right now. Like
no, hell,
he is not running the 6 seconds, man.
Maybe like 5. Maybe like 5 something.
Hassan, we didn't do the 40-yard dash.
Crazy.
Yeah, my knee's busted now though. So
no,
yeah.
before we said we were.
Yeah, you
remember?
Yeah, we were, but it's tough now.
I'm getting sub 5 easy.
Sub 5.
I'm running at least 4.7.
Put you in the league.
40 yards.
Yeah,
you're not running 4.7, bro.
I'm running 4.7 at least.
I said, what do you think your 40-yard dash would be? Like you personally?
In a 5 something.
Okay, then I'm like a 7 or an 8.
No, bro, you guys are crazy. 7 is like old man.
Is like insanely slow. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm like a 6.
No, you're in the 5s also. Maybe low 6s.
I don't know if I'm on maybe, but I feel like I'm a 6 for some reason.
Do you guys like? It's yards. We're not running a mile. Like the difference between people's time, like a fast person's time and a slow person's time, is only like 2 seconds.
We should make shorts. We should make TikToks and shorts out of this next time. We'll do it'll be a cool little like 45.
Once Hassan is healed, we'll do some 40.
Okay, 6 might be crazy. It's probably
the off season basketball.
I've never tested
football, we can do all this.
No, he's laughing at the Eckler 6.
Yeah.
Honestly, no. You know how we did last year? Well, I guess we did it this year too. We never got posted.
Eckler's like an old man. Yeah.
Yes.
We should have done a combine for BDL, honestly.
That's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. You did say that. Yeah, Omari, it's a good idea. We should do it next year.
Why'd you say that?
Later.
Bez, we should post the All-Star footage next All-Star game.
We can do the All-Star footage in the off season. Like we can do when there's no football or basketball, we can do all of those.
Yeah, we can.
Idea.
Yeah.
I'm super locked in. Gym grind. Listen, I hit my PR today, by the way.
Did you?
On what?
Bench press. I've never hit it this hard. Or it was
Let's
like
go, baby.
It was a plate on each side, and then I added 10s. How much is that?
You said what?
90,
it was 45 on each
100.
side plus a 10, so 55 on each side. And the bar's 45, I think.
45, yeah.
45.
Dude, that's the best I've ever done, dude. I was so
Yeah, for
hyped.
real.
Yeah, like, dude, I was scared. I was like,
you got the man.
friends
What do you mean
spotting
saying
me.
damn for real? Say
No,
congratulations.
I've never done that. I know. I like
talked to Omari. He
Oh.
said damn for real.
No, I used to be like really,
Bro,
really
I do
bad.
more than you right now.
And then I tried. I was scared, and I'm like, oh shit, I got it up. And then I brought it down. I was like, I got it up again, and I was like, no, put it back. I'm done.
Yeah.
I haven't benched in a minute. That's crazy.
Me neither. But
What do you guys do? Like 2 plates each?
I can probably do 2 plates. Yeah.
Nah. Right now, I can't. My shoulder's been hurting for a minute, but nah, I can't. My prime, like,
2 plates is a lot.
You can probably do.
how much is 185?
You stretch.
It's like a plate and 25s on each side, I think.
I think the max I've done is 185. Like,
it's like
when I was trying.
185 is really good.
I think
135 is 1 plate on each side. So
I did a little bit above that. Yeah, I was scared too.
I think I was doing that in high school.
Yeah, and I was fat.
That's my warm up.
45.
Actually,
it is. Damn.
my warm up is 1 plate on each side plus a 10 on each side. That's my warm up set. Well, actually, I do like 45, like a little bit of that, but then like my real warm up is 45 with a 10 on each side.
Actually,
Y'all are gym rats. Y'all are strong.
We're just bigger than you.
Back in the day. I haven't done that in a minute.
We can generate more power.
I weigh like
160,
165, but I like one today was like tough for me. I was like the first time ever.
Honestly, if you weigh 160, what you're doing now is good. Like,
yeah, they say you should be able to bench your body weight, but I'm not benching 190 right now.
I don't think I'm benching 165 and like 167, 170. I'm not doing that.
I don't think. Actually, I could, but
Hassan, you could bench your weight plus, right?
I don't know. I haven't benched in a while.
You said 2 plates. That's like 220.
245s.
It's 90 plus the bar is 45. That's like 225.
Yeah, 225. Yeah, 2 plates is 225. That's
at least one. I can do 225 with one.
I can do 1 rep. Yeah,
you're not 200 pounds, so like your proportion's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get like
you're not doing that. I don't believe I see it.
I can do
like that.
If I just walk
225 is deceivingly heavy.
Really
I can do 1 at least.
You heal up, so I want to see that live.
Yeah, we'll get a BDL combine and we can do bench press and see.
Yeah,
who
that's
can do how
part of
many
it.
reps.
You can do the NFL combine too. We can drop it when NBA combine does their thing.
What you do at the combine? They have 3 cone drills. They have 40-yard dash, bench press. They have vertical. They have
squats. They have swatting, right?
They have long jump or broad jump, whatever you call it, as well.
Gauntlet, where you run and catch balls and turn around.
Yeah, they have that. I remember.
Do they squat or no? Do they squat?
Leon Coleman killed that shit this year.
Yeah,
he was fucking cooking.
Oh yeah,
because he was running outside the lines, like hella far outside of the lines.
No, but he was fast as shit in that drill. Like he was
apparently like if you run out of the lines, it takes your value.
I think Keon ran his gauntlet faster than his 40. Like,
yeah, he did. Let me see this.
Yeah, how do you do that? Like,
I heard he lost value because of it.
No, he gained value.
Not because he's 40 the catches.
No, but I'm saying
if you run around the lines, you lose like value for it. Apparently.
But I'm gonna show you the video. I have it up right here of him doing this drill. It's actually a pretty cool drill.
Yeah, we should do it. That'd be fun.
Is it the one where they catch, they drop, they catch, they drop? That one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you right now.
Didn't some guy like catch 2 balls when he wasn't supposed to?
Yeah, that happened too. Look, he's just running full speed through the drill. He's not even stopping to catch these passes.
Is he supposed to stop? Wait, is he supposed to stop?
He has some of the best hands. But a lot of people slow down, if they're about to catch, like it's just instinct.
Okay, different.
But he was just running full speed and hands catching every time. Like he has some of the best hands in the draft, but his 40 didn't take his value, but there's other people
he can't get open easily. He's like a jump ball type of dude.
Yeah.
Once
his hands are some of the best in the draft.
Yeah, let's do the NBA combine. I'm so down. My verse gonna be non-existent, boys.
Yeah, I'll do everything.
Yeah,
bro, he played it. Oh no, he's just wearing a jersey. I thought bro was hooping on Michigan too. I just saw a video. I was like,
hey, man, I wouldn't doubt it. A lot of these dudes can be 2-sport athletes.
All right, next team.
At least at the collegiate level.
Let's go.
The record for bench is crazy. What's the record for the bench?
500.
For the NFL
the whole bar
did it.
Bench.
NFL Combine. Who did it? NFL Combine bench press record.
Saquon Barkley.
He's dude.
Saquon Barkley.
Steven Paella. Is that who he's talking about?
No name guys.
40-yard dash.
These guys weigh like 300 pounds.
It's all O linemen. It's all O linemen or D linemen. Like, dude, 49 reps. Dude did 49 reps.
49 reps? How much?
225. 225.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
225 standard. That's
reps.
Crazy.
Jeez, but
That
they're
is
packing weight though, so and they're
not even Shannon Sharp's doing that.
Yeah, no.
Hassan, what do you mean by
Yeah,
that?
you see those memes of him like getting out the car with his legs and his body turned.
Oh yeah, bro. Nah, yeah, he's good.
Let him, bro.
Crazy.
That's because he played, bro.
Yeah, like right. Two hip surgeries, like
yes, hip replacements and stuff. Yeah, like
football for over a decade.
Moments ago,
he does be wearing tight ass clothes though. I'm like, nigga, like you can't wear like no normal sweats. Dude was wearing some
weight walks too.
And that's Stephen Pyle of Oregon State lifting.
2 plates. Oh my god, dude, this is my work. This is what I do with 1 plate.
Nice.
Dog, this is me with like a 10-pound dumbbell.
Good job.
Let's go. 49.
Sorry.
7, 8, 9, 10.
That's crazy. That's what it looks like.
Brother, I'm tired. I'm like the bar at this point. Dude. I can't do this with a regular bar.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm doing 49 reps at the bar. Honestly, that's crazy.
I'm not. My arms goes down.
Nice.
49 is so much.
You control.
This is life. Is your life on the line?
He's using momentum swing. I don't want to hear it. He's using momentum.
No. You keep going. Let's
Yo, he's not, look at this. He's gonna keep going too. He's cooked. He's going crazy. Oh my god. He's
Oh, bro, isn't that money on the line, bro?
Oh my god. I'm shitting my pants before I give up. I swear to God. You're gonna see the goofy rolling down my sweats.
How is he, bro? How is he not cooked?
Get that 50 piece. Get that 50 piece. Oh, nah, 50 would have been
Legendary.
God damn.
You know where you got?
Nah, dude, I'm telling you, man, I'm shitting myself before I'm giving up. If I'm at 49, I'll die. I'll die for this one.
That was
I'm dying for that 50.
Hell yeah.
That's crazy.
Is he
I
Samoan?
don't think I can do 50 reps with a bar, honestly. That's
No,
crazy.
but if it's for the money and a bigger contract, hell yeah, I'll try to. You get extra XP.
He got drafted to the Bears.
Hey.
All right, who's next after the Commanders? We spent mad time on the Commanders.
Anyway, we're going to the NFC now. Let's talk about the Bears.
Only half?
No, we went to we were already in the NFC.
No, we weren't.
No, we weren't. I think it was all
What
NFC.
team did we talk about in the NFC?
Scroll up.
I think you're right. All
Oh yeah, the Cowboys. The Cowboys. We were just in NFC. We had 3 more divisions. Anyway.
Not every team did something. Screen, though.
Yeah, Bears. They signed DeAndre Swift. They traded for Keenan Allen. Signed Gerald Everett. Extended Jalen Johnson. Signed Kevin Byard. Signed some O-linemen, and they got the number 1 overall pick in the draft, as well as the number 9 pick in the draft. So they're set up really well. Fuck them.
Share screen.
Oh shit. Hey, I said everything though.
Oh, I did. Okay.
I actually said everything.
Damn, my Bears made some plays. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I feel like Caleb Williams is going to be in the best position as a QB with the weapons he has going from a rookie draft.
I hope they fucking keep Justin Fields.
Nah, there's no.
I wonder who they'll get at 9.
What if they keep Fields as a backup, bro?
They'll get a wide receiver or no, they might. I don't know who they get at 9 now.
Yeah,
I think
they probably need a young receiver because DJ Moore is not that young.
But it'd be like a JSN.
No, DJ Moore is that young.
He's like 25 or something.
That's young.
Yeah,
he's young.
I guess so.
Keenan Allen has like 2 years left. Keenan Allen like 33.
Oh yeah, Keenan Allen's
he's hurt half the year every year now these days, so he's good.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get a Doomsday, but you can probably get like another position that's pretty good too. I don't know. You're filled with the riches here. You trade Justin Fields. How do you feel about this, Gabe? I forgot you're just a Fields fan.
He's probably gonna be the backup, isn't he?
No, they're trading him. You can't keep both.
Where's he?
Well, he might be a backup on a different team anyway.
Yeah, not here though.
Yeah.
I don't care. He's better than the starting QB. It doesn't matter. Wherever he goes, he's gonna be better than the starting QB. They're gonna be doing their team a disservice by putting him on the bench.
Bro, it's so crazy how I'm trying to tell everybody from day one that Justin Fields is not that good, and nobody saw it.
Come on, man. He's a top 32 QB in the NFL. It's just about situations.
Okay, I'll give you 32, but that doesn't mean he's necessarily good. 32 doesn't mean you're a good QB.
He's a starter level QB in the league.
Top 24.
No,
he's a starter level QB.
24.
24 now.
Starter,
No.
I'll give you starter. I'll give you.
He
starter.
can beat Levis. He's better than Will Levis.
No,
He's
I
better
don't
than
think so.
Levis.
Come
Yeah,
on,
I'm
Bez.
Fields is 100%
He's better
better
than
than Will
Levis.
Levis.
Come on.
I disagree.
Will
He's
Levis
better
has
than
barely
like
done anything.
Minshew. Who else? Fucking Jacoby Brissett. You know, Daniel Jones.
Daniel
Like, he's better
Jones.
than those dudes.
Yeah.
He's definitely a starter. I'm not gonna say he's not a starter, but he's definitely massively overrated. Like the people saying who the Bears should keep Caleb or like anyone who trades for Justin Fields is getting like a future franchise QB. I disagree with that.
If he sits on the bench for 1 year and comes back, he could be really good for your team.
I think he would have been good with
He
Atlanta.
has a lot of upside.
I see him as like a Tyrod Taylor type. Like he's good enough to win you games and be a starter, but he's not like an elite game-changing QB or something.
Tyrod Taylor's not rushing for 1,000 yards though as a QB.
I'm gonna double check that. What's his highest rushing yards?
Definitely.
I think
in his career.
I think Fields has a record for the most rushing yards in a season as a QB.
Okay, he does. But if Tyrod Taylor rushed for 900 yards, I'm not gonna be
His
like, oh,
upside's ridiculous.
His upside is ridiculous, but his downside is also ridiculous.
I think nowadays it's low risk, high reward. Like you're taking a good chance on him if you get him, and if he pans out, you took a low chance because he's not worth the first. He's not worth the first or second, right? Like
No.
So therefore that's low. Like after that's like low risk, right?
I would take the risk for sure, but he needs to be in a run heavy offense. He can't like that. His issue is passing. He doesn't read the field at all. So like he needs to be on a team where like their whole scheme is we're gonna run first and pass like when we absolutely need to. So that's where I feel like he can succeed.
I think he would have thrived on Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
otherwise,
Kirk Cousins
I think he's
option,
gonna have whatever season. Yeah,
man, I would order that black and red jersey in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I think Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, that's one of the best. That's a top.
I thought Steelers was the team for him. Like that's a great team for him to go on because the defense got his back, and like they're gonna run the ball anyway.
He can still go there now.
I guess it seems like what I've seen on social media, they're just set on Russ being their starter for this year.
Yeah, for 1 year though. I mean, I feel like Justin Fields can sit 1 year and be a starter the next.
But the thing is, you're gonna have to pay him though. Like he's done with his rookie deal, I think, after this year. So like, if you're gonna sit
him a lot.
But is he gonna want to take that little money, or is he just gonna like?
He doesn't have a decision though, right?
How much would you pay him? 5, 6, 7 million, or how much would you give him?
More than that.
But he's not taking that. I don't think he's taking a multi-year deal. Like if he's gonna sign, he would sign for like a 1 year prove it deal. He's not gonna be a backup and then next year sign for like a 4-year contract.
That's also a reason why teams aren't gonna go after him because of the optics with that too, right? So it's kind of tough. And then Chicago's holding on to him for dear life until they decide they want to take Caleb. They're 100% taking Caleb Williams at 1.
It's so stupid because like even if they don't take Caleb, like they're drafting a quarterback. So like what the fuck are you waiting?
He should have already moved on.
No, I think they take Marvin Harrison if you were going at 1, which probably won't happen. But Marvin would be.
Like, no, you got to take Caleb.
Why don't you trade down at that point? If you have 1 and you're not taking a QB, you can get like 8 draft picks just from trading down 3 spots.
Yeah, no, they're doing Justin Fields dirty.
They should have got rid of him.
If they traded him earlier, he'd be a starter on the team.
Yeah,
shoot, even the Vikings would have been a good option. Raiders.
Well, no. He doesn't fit our system.
Raiders, Falcons. If they did it early, if they pulled the
Raiders, Steelers, Falcons.
You guys have the weapons and you have the offensive mind to get it.
He can't read the field, bro. That's the issue. He needs to be on a team where he has to throw as little as possible.
He got better over the year though.
I mean, I guess, but he's still not.
He's not like Desmond Ritter.
He's not Desmond Ritter, but he's not.
Startable.
When it comes to passing, he's not in the top 20. Just strictly.
Okay, but he's better than Sam Darnold. We can give you.
I don't know passing.
Bro, my goodness,
Sam Darnold.
Bro, you got Justin Fields is a terrible passer. Everything Sam Darnold did with the 49ers.
Let's go some college highlights.
Justin Fields, bro. Stop talking to me about college. You know how many? I can throw Johnny Manziel highlights.
What college highlights?
Johnny Manziel.
Nah, Justin Fields.
We're talking about college. I want to talk about college.
He's slinging like 60-yarders.
I don't care what he did in college.
He had 2,500 passing yards, and I think he missed like half the season last year.
Justin Fields has never, he's not a good passer. Point blank. Period. The reason I think
he can support a receiver that's good. He gave DJ Moore his best season receiving wise.
They were down every game. This fool was Chuck. I mean, he's not awful. Again, I'm not saying he can't make plays, but
his team.
Like
Darnell Mooney was good for 1 year with Justin Fields.
True.
Oh man,
for 1 year.
What happened
the other 2 years? Darnell Mooney's not good.
Oh, we'll see this year. We'll see what he does with Big Kirko.
as a third
And
option.
if he does worse, what are you gonna say? If he did better with
If he
Fields,
has those weapons,
He's not gonna
and
do
you
much.
can make
I'll make a bet. How much money you want to bet on it?
tell me how much
what?
Mooney
He's
did
the
with
fourth,
Fields.
not even the third option. He's the fourth option.
Yeah.
No, he's the third option.
Yes, Kyle
No,
Pitts.
Oh, I guess
Kyle
Kyle
Pitts,
Bijan.
Bijan, Drake London.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah,
guess
Mooney.
he's a
What's
third
his name? They
receiver
have,
though.
who they get too? They got someone else. Oh, Rondell Moore's up on that team too.
Oh, Mooney's better.
He is, but I'm just saying.
He had 400 yards last year, Gabe. You want to make a bet? He has more
Ooh.
this year with Atlanta.
That's free. That's like 2 games.
I don't know. I actually really don't know.
2 good games.
You don't think? Yeah, you won't think Darnell Mooney will have 400 yards this
He might like have
You're seeing
5.
mouse
He might have
speed.
5.
Everyone's gonna have almost like 1,000 yards receiving on that team. It's like London, Bijan, Kyle Pitts. They need their receptions.
They're
Probably
in
at
for some really
500.
good season.
Yeah, but I mean, Justin Fields' record is 10-28.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, look at his team. It's one of the worst teams
What
ever.
about last
The
year?
coach
They
changed
don't
like
have the
every
worst team
7
ever.
months.
Last year, their offense was terrible, bro. They only had DJ Moore.
He's never thrown for over
They're
2,600 yards.
trying to run with Rashawn Johnson.
He's never
Yeah,
had a
those are-
higher completion percentage than 61. That's awful, actually. I didn't even realize that till right now. That's fucking terrible.
Okay, but like he only had Cole Kmet and DJ Moore. Who's
It's two
succeeding in that offense?
I mean, last year he had DJ Moore and he was still bad.
DJ Moore had a really good season.
He also
But
didn't
he
play a
didn't-
few
he
games.
was-
He didn't play a
didn't-
few games.
Okay.
Yeah, he missed a couple games.
And
Like,
they
it was
won
like 4
2 games
weeks.
without him.
Yeah, happens.
Tyson Badgett
Yeah,
was
that's
actually
right.
cooking.
So was Jake Browning. Remember?
You're gonna tell me the Bears are good though? They haven't been good in years.
I'm not saying they were good, but last year he had everything he needed. That's why they traded for DJ Moore. They wanted to find out if Fields was the guy, and I guess they got their answer, right?
I mean, if they didn't have the first pick, he'd still be their guy. This is the situation benefits them because the Panthers are god awful.
But it's like if he was good enough, they would at least be open to trading the first pick. But because they understand he's not,
With the optics too. Like, yeah, I mean, like it's tough because you have to be a top 5 quarterback. Like a lot of quarterbacks would get traded in this situation too, because you have the one pick and a quote unquote generational talent. So
I'll tell you something. Joe Burrow ain't getting traded. Patrick Mahomes ain't getting
Hey.
traded.
Okay, these are like top
5.
8. These are top
they're
7.
5.
Kirk Cousins ain't getting traded.
He's
he would
getting
get traded.
He's getting
100%.
traded.
If he was under contract, he wouldn't get traded.
It depends. Like, he has to be if the team's in a win now situation. It's hard for Kirk Cousins to be in a situation like this. Honestly, as a
Yeah, I
team
mean,
rebuilding.
first pick and Kirk Cousins your QB is like
Yeah.
near impossible. But
So like, a lot of QBs would fail, and Justin Fields. I think timing is just terrible for him
But we'll
as a
see.
QB.
All we can do is wait and see what they're gonna do. And you know,
I'm just upset for him because it doesn't seem like he's going to get a chance to start next year because
It's
the
unfair.
Bears are waiting too long.
fucking
Yeah.
Bears. So I'm not. That's
Other-
why I'm not a Bears
other
fan.
than that, though.
Fuck the Bears.
Swift, Keenan Allen. They got a Gerald Everett's pretty good. Byard.
Mhm.
They did pretty good this offseason.
Yeah, they were trying to go in for fucking Caleb. They're trying to help
Yeah,
him.
they got a lot. They got their defense is still pretty good too. So I feel like
Yeah.
they'll have a decent team as long as Caleb's good and lives up to his potential.
Watch him be
I mean,
ass.
if you have DJ Moore and Keenan Allen, there's no way you could be like terrible.
Watch him be ass.
There's just no way.
I
don't
mean,
see
the
it.
running backs are
Hassan,
good.
what if
too,
he's
like-
ass?
Then he is, but I mean, it's
Dude, imagine
Yeah,
the
just
hype if he's ass.
if
I'm not
someone
that
goes
high.
down, if Keenan Allen goes
To be
down,
honest.
then yeah. I mean, especially if they draft another wide receiver at the 9 spot,
I can't see Caleb being ass. Like I can see him struggling, but being ass, like that's just he's too good.
Stretch.
Honestly,
Straight up bust.
that would be so
Yeah,
hard for me to
it's
see.
off
Dude.
generator.
I don't
Just-
know.
Crazy.
it's hard to be wrong at the one like this day and age, especially with the talent and how it's
Dude,
getting
if you
good.
watch Caleb Williams like college tape, like if he ends up being a bust, like he would have bamboozled the entire league. Like
they say
it's
that
just-
his only weakness is like him making the easy pass type of thing, but you learned that as you
but
get
that's
older.
like Mahomes shit. It's like we'll
Yeah,
live
yeah.
with that if you can fucking do like left-handed backwards passes. It's fine.
Yeah, a lot of these receivers will save you from a bunch of mistakes too.
Yeah,
for
they
real.
definitely
Just
get
throw
it.
it in their area code and they'll catch it.
Keenan Allen still is he's a top 5 footwork specialist.
Yeah, route runner. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a demon.
Yeah.
As long as he's healthy, he's a demon. He's
Yeah,
getting older.
even at his old age.
Yeah, as long as he's healthy, he's cooking.
He be
All right,
routing them up.
Lions.
Who's
They even
important?
doing
it?
Who's important in this one, Bez? Who's important?
All right, let me get you.
No,
They re-signed some of their old linemen, which is good because they have a strong running game. They brought in some defensive help, which is huge for them. Signing DJ Reader from the Bengals, who's a great DT, who's going to help them a lot. Getting Carlton Davis from the Bucks is good too. He is a good corner to add. They could really use help in the secondary. Emmanuel Mosley's coming back. Added some more depth in Amik Robertson. And I guess Marcus Davenport, he can't stay healthy either, but if he can be healthy, that's a good signing as well. So, I mean, they got mostly defensive help. There's really not much need to add offensively. I guess you could add another receiver, but they're pretty set running back wise, and they have Laporta and Amon-Ra. So they just need help defensively, I think.
It's a small little W.
I agree. Nothing else to say.
Did good, been around the edges. Next up, we got the Packers.
We signed AJ Dillon. I didn't even see that crap. Oh god.
Yeah, it was like today or the other day.
They gave him a 1-year deal.
I'm sorry, happy.
It was yesterday.
Hell no, that stinks.
So as you see, they got AJ Dillon back, bringing in Josh Jacobs on a 4-year deal, as well as cutting Aaron Jones. For a moment there, they had the best running back duo in the league. Unfortunately, it couldn't last. Other than that, bringing in Xavier McKinney was another huge addition. One of the better safeties in the league, replacing Darnell Savage, who he's way better than Darnell Savage. He's a really good player. I was hoping that the Vikings somehow scooped him up, but shout out to McKinney.
Now you have a 4-down or 3-down back with Josh Jacobs, and even his contract is really good for us too, because it's only you can cut him after the next year. He makes $14 million this year. And then every other year is an option. So if he plays bad, depends on how he plays. So so this year he gets $14 million, and if we want to pick up his option, the next 3 years he gets another 14. So it's just dependent on his play. So that's a good team friendly. So if he's bad, you can cut him, or if you like someone else, you can get them. Then you talk about Xavier McKinney too. So they already have the offense. Jordan Love's their guy, receivers, whole system works, and now you have a really good running back. Pack.
Yeah, I like Josh Jacobs for them because Aaron Jones is good, but he struggles staying healthy, and they kind of need a dude that's a little more reliable. So I like that for them.
Yeah, all that to lose to the Niners.
Wow. We'll see. Hey, they talk about some dudes leaving that team over there. A lot of turmoil with
the defensive guys dipping.
All right, now the future Super Bowl champions. What did they do this offseason? Obviously, they brought in Sam Darnold to be a bridge QB or a backup. We'll see what happens in the draft. They traded for another draft pick today, so we'll see if they trade up or maybe they just draft McCarthy at 11. We'll see. They bring in Aaron Jones on a 1-year deal, re-sign Brandon Powell, get in Trent Sherfield as a returner, and then adding defensively is where we did most of our spending, bringing in Jonathan Grenard from the Texans, but a breakout year last year. Van Ginkel from the Dolphins, adding Jerry Tillery as a defensive tackle, and Blake Cashman as well from the Texans. We basically added their entire linebacking core, bringing in from the Texans. And I also like the Aaron Jones signing because our running game was awful last year. Alexander Madison was one of the worst running backs in the league. He's gone. Ty Chandler was good for us, but he's not an every down back. He's too small, and he kind of sucks at run blocking. So bringing in Aaron Jones, a dude, obviously has his injury concerns, but if he can stay healthy, he is the starting level running back, and he's going to bring a lot of explosiveness for us. So it's a good little gamble. Yeah, 1-year deal. So it's totally fine with me. I like the signing. I like Aaron Jones, like as a person, as a player. So if it works out, it's good for us.
Yeah, said it all. And might draft another running back too. You never know.
We probably might. Yeah, we'll see.
The biggest thing is the QB situations. We'll see what they do come draft time.
I'm thinking we get Drake May. I think that's what we're trying to do, in my opinion. Josh McCown is our new QB coach, and he coached Drake May in high school.
Right? Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, we'll see if they're going to give up number 3.
I personally I think Daniels is better, but I think Drake May fits like our system better in terms of like just making the right reads and just passing where like the openings are in the defense. More of a Kirk Cousins-esque player as opposed to Daniels, who can like extend plays with his legs and stuff like that.
Yeah. Plus you got the weapons too. So I think they'll fit in easily in the offense.
Whoever comes here is coming into a really good situation. So even like talking about Sam Darnold, like obviously he's not that good, but like if there's ever a chance for him to like change his career around, it's going to be here. He has everything he could possibly need to succeed. So
sat out for a year or two and learned from one of the best coaches in the NFL. So
that's why I'm like, if we have to start Darnold for a few games, or even like we want the rookie to sit, I'm okay with like just throwing him out and seeing what he could do because like he had a chance to learn under one of the best offensive minds in the game. And he beat out Trey Lance for the backup job, so clearly there's something there. So I'm okay with seeing what he got. It can't be worse than fucking Nick Mullins last season.
Yeah, that's 100% true. You still got the astronaut.
Oh no, he's gone. He's going to NASA straight up.
Dubs.
Now we got. I think this is the last
biggest signing.
Almost biggest signing for sure. Kirko Chains.
Kirko.
The ATL.
Is Devin here? Did Devin stick around for the Kirko talk?
Yeah, I got you. His comment.
Yeah,
he left his comment earlier. Kirko.
That was early,
yeah. What did he get? He had an ACL or an ankle? Hassan, what did he do? Achilles.
Yeah.
Your deal off an Achilles injury.
As you see the meme I sent you? As you saw the meme I sent you about the agent?
Yeah.
It's like it's crazy.
That dude is a beast, bro. His agent is a beast.
How does that even happen?
$300 million as a fourth round pick in the NFL, starting as a backup.
One playoff win.
American dream.
Must be Rich Paul.
It might be.
Man, all right, let's get to it, man. This is the best talking episode.
Wait online for this.
Kirk Cousins going to the Falcons. Kyle Pitts finally getting targets. They're free from Arthur Smith. They're free from Desmond Ridder and their terrible quarterback play.
About to be a new era.
Also, they bring in a few receivers to help him out as well. Ray McLeod, probably going to be more of a return man, but still can help occasionally fill in for some injured players. Darnell Mooney is their deep threat that they've been looking for, can actually stretch the field and catch passes. Rondale Moore, we'll see what his role is. Maybe like just a short yardage type of dude. So Kirko has weapons. We know about Kyle Pitts. This dude doesn't even care about money. He just begging for targets for that number 8. please. And I don't know. I think they'll have a good season. They're in one of the worst divisions in the NFL as well. So them winning their division should be pretty easy. We'll go through the other teams here. They didn't get much better. So the Falcons are open reign to win a division. And I don't know if they're going to do anything in the playoffs, but, they're going to have the quarterback they've been missing. So,
yeah, I think Atlanta is going to be one of the most exciting teams to watch this year just because of their skill players. Terrorist Smith is gone. He's bringing in a new regime, like breath of fresh air. Everybody's excited to be there. Yeah, can finally watch the Falcons again. Bijan going to get more carries. That's going to be exciting. Kirk Cousins targeting Kyle Pitts and Drake London. I think Drake London will be a top 10 receiver in the NFL with Kirk Cousins because he has all the mechanics to be great. He just had terrible QB play, and they just run the ball 100 times.
There was that one catch where, Drake London had some of the craziest catches last year.
I know what you're talking about, bro.
Yeah, just because Desmond Ridder's ass,
it's different. Yeah, that dude is different. And then Kirk Cousins, he's gonna be throwing the ball 30 times a game at least. This is definitely
he's not running
offense. You can see from the signings that they made with the wide receivers, even trading a wide receiver for your backup QB and Desmond Ridder. You don't even want to keep him on the roster no more. The GM said, "Oh, we need a QB." They were throwing him under the bus. They knew this was it. They signed it for $100 million guaranteed, coming off a Achilles injury.
Crazy.
35 years old. They needed a quarterback. They're gonna bank everything on this man, and they're gonna target the hell out of their skill players. Kyle Pitts, top 5 pick. Drake London, top 5 pick. Bijan, top 5 pick. Now you have a quarterback to actually make that.
Let him cook.
That's the last thing they needed. This is the last thing they needed to be at least a good team.
Gives them a shot. They're contenders now. They definitely should win the division if everybody stays healthy.
I see them getting a win or two in the playoffs, depending on the matchup.
Yeah,
at least one. They gotta get at least one win.
Kirk Cousins, he sucks in the playoffs. He hasn't won a playoff game and still made $300 million lifetime as a QB. He's a regular season merchant, so that's all we need him for, though. So
I like it.
Yeah,
definitely one of the better signings.
Some of these kids, you see the catch Bijan made too, the one where he caught it behind his back.
Dude, his first career touchdown is the craziest thing I've ever seen. That's how you know the dude is gonna be great. I don't know if y'all remember. He did a little step back juked out 2 dudes, burst up, and then he scored a touchdown.
Kyle Pitts can actually live up to his potential, bro. I'm excited to see this team.
I'm more so excited for Bijan. I think he's going to have a big season because as much as the receivers, we're excited for them to actually catch passes from a competent QB. I think what this more so does is open up the run game. And now now you can't stack the box against Bijan no more.
Yeah.
Like you have to respect the receivers, and I just think we're going to see an insane season.
And he's a pass catching back.
CMC type
The
of
good
season.
thing about this too is that the offense. This is the same offense that they run in Minnesota also. So Kirk Cousins already knows the offense, and so they can just implement it, and they have another coach on the field. So this helps them tremendously. They should be good from the get-go after camp.
Yeah, they should definitely win this division pretty comfortably, honestly. And we'll get into the other teams here right now. Carolina Panthers, they are I mean, they are in a fucking awful place right now, but actually
that's good.
Anyway, what was I saying? The
Deontay,
Panthers,
I guess that's good enough. That's good for Bryce Young. He gets a receiver.
Their main issue is that they traded all their draft picks for Bryce Young, so like that's kind of fucking him over right now. But in terms of the additions they made, I think they are heading in the right direction. They brought in 2 really good O linemen: Robert Hunt from the Dolphins, who's one of the better O linemen in the league; Damian Lewis, another good O lineman. I don't remember where he's from, but I just know getting that type of money, you got to be one of the better O linemen in the league. So they're getting help for Bryce Young, making sure he doesn't get sacked and is not running for his life. So I like that they're doing that. They're actually trying to see build a situation around him this season that's conducive. They signed as their head coach the guy who played with, I don't know if he was the offensive coordinator or just the QB coach for the Buccaneers. And he helped turn Baker Mayfield's season around, so hopefully he can do that for Bryce Young. They also got
Bryce Young is good too. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. Let's put him in a terrible situation as a one. Imagine if Bryce Young got drafted where Caleb's going to get drafted, he'd instantly succeed with them.
For sure, that would be a good. I agree with you. I don't think he's a number 1 overall pick. I think that was a little too high for his expectations, but I still do think he's a good quarterback.
I think he's going to go 1 regardless of anything. Like. In the draft, I feel like situation was he had Adam Thielen as a wide receiver 1. Like, come on, man. Who's succeeding with Adam Thielen?
I agree with you. But I think his size is it limits him from being like a top 5 QB type of player. But I still do think I agree with you. He's still a good QB. They got him a receiver in Deontay Johnson for basically nothing. He has a lot of attitude problems, but he's like a better Adam Thielen. Like he can actually still get open somewhat.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's good. They signed some defensive help as well. They lost Brian Burns, which sucks, but they brought in DJ Wanham from the Vikings, who is a good pass rusher for us. He kind of under the radar. A lot of people don't really know too much about him, but he was low key one of our gems on the pass rush. And they also bring in K'Lavon Chason, another help on the D line. And then who else is here worth mentioning? Josie Jewell, a good linebacker. And I don't know too much about these corners. I guess that's good depth for them. They have decent corners already, but they kind of need help receiver-wise mostly. I mean, T. Higgins is on the table. I saw today Mike Williams maybe going over there. They could draft somebody with their second-round pick.
I feel bad for T. Higgins if you want to put it.
Why? He's only in it for the money, as he should be, so he'll be okay.
I guess so.
He'll be fine if he goes over there.
He'll produce.
I feel like he wouldn't have, but I feel like there's just better places. You know what I mean? Like that, he would rather go.
He might. I mean, if you're an NFL wide receiver, just go for the bag, bro. It's never worked it. Go for the bag and play on the.
I don't think the Panthers are that bad that he had. Like this isn't like a Broncos level situation. I think their QB's competent enough to get him the ball consistently. Like
that's true. It's not as bad, bro.
Yeah, he's not Mahomes or nothing, but he's not gonna fucking throw it out of bounds half the time. You know.
Yeah.
So
it's accurate. All right, next team.
Saints, they're fucked, dude. They're paying Derek Carr a fuck ton of money. They cut Michael Thomas. They're still paying all these old fucks from Sean Payton's time, so they actually can't do anything. I'm even surprised.
That's about it. I'd say.
I'm even surprised they're able to sign Willie Gay because he's a pretty good player, and I mean he's only making $5 million, so I guess it's like a small deal. But they're getting him from the Chiefs. I guess he'll be a little bit of help for them. But like they're kind of screwed, dude. Like their cap situation. If you go on Madden right now and try to sign someone with the Saints, they're like negative $30 million in cap. So that should tell you everything you need to know about their situation.
Draft the wide receiver and try to get better.
Yeah, and the Buccaneers, they mostly did all their guys. Yeah, they mostly re-signed everybody that they had last year, which is fine. I think Baker Mayfield, he had a fair contract, 3-year, $100 million. I think is fine for him. Mike Evans, 2-year deal. He's continues to be one of the most underrated receivers in the league. Levante David's coming back. Jordan Whitehead's coming back. Winfield got franchise tagged. So they're just pretty much running it back with who they had. I think it's fine. It could be good enough to win the division. They're going to compete with the Falcons. So they're like pretty close, in my opinion, in how good they are.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's their only competition to the Falcons, and Mike Evans, if he's still as good as he's supposed to be.
Yeah, they still have Godwin.
Yeah, Godwin had a bad season last year, but hopefully he bounces back.
Yeah, still got Rashad White too. So
yeah, White.
Shout out to them.
I'm happy Baker favors Mike.
What's up?
I said I'm happy if Baker favors Mike because when I had Tom favored Godwin way more.
He's a slot guy
for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, he probably used to throwing it to Edelman. He was like, "Oh, Godwin's my new Edelman."
Yeah.
Godwin's a demon too. So
I think he started picking up at the end of the year, so I think he'll be fine next season. I think it just took us some time to get adjusted to playing with Baker, who I think likes to air it downfield a little more.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And they used Rashad White for more of the like short yardage stuff.
Yeah, they couldn't run. Their line was terrible.
He was cashing out on the receptions.
Yeah. So
instead of running the ball, they'd literally throw it to him like line of scrimmage. It's ridiculous.
He was good though. He had a good year.
Yeah, he did. I don't know anyone. DJ Dallas, I know, but
they got Desmond Ridder as their backup, which honestly is fine. I mean, he's a mobile QB, so it just mimics what Kyler does. So if he goes down, they don't have to have a completely different QB, learn a new system or anything like that.
Yeah,
which is he's still ass, but
yeah.
Anybody I know, their O-line. They got a lot of O-line help. Elijah Wilkerson, re-signing him. Added Jonah Williams, who's a pretty good O-lineman. They added him to help protect Kyler Murray. These defensive signings, the guys they signed are all depth options.
Sean Murphy Bunting. That's
good. They got him. But that's about it. Mac Wilson, I think he's back, if I'm not mistaken. And then these guys all 1-year deal, prove-it deals. Kyrus Tonga played for us last year. I guess he's good depth, like a third DT. But other than that, they haven't made much moves. We're really waiting to see who they draft at number 4 in the draft.
Probably Marvin.
Probably. At this point.
They need a wide receiver too now.
Yeah, traded Rondale.
I think they could have a really good team if they get Marvin.
It's about to be right now, who is there? Michael Wilson is their best receiver.
That's not gonna last.
Because Dortch is gone, right? Or is he still there?
He's still there, but
Dortch.
Come on, brother.
Yeah.
I think Hollywood being hurt and Kylie being hurt, just
McBride is their wide receiver one. Wide receiver and tight end right now.
Yeah, McBride's their double
everything.
One.
Yeah,
I mean they could use a running back too. To be honest,
James Conner, they
getting up there.
Yeah, James Conner actually had a decent season last season.
They're probably drafting running back, I think, because he has 1 year left on his deal, and then he goes into the Austin Eckler world.
He's still a good player, but I don't think he could do every down role anymore.
He has age too; is going to take a toll.
He's 28? No, 29.
Yeah, older.
Yeah. All right, the Rams. First of all, Aaron Donald retired. That's literally their biggest loss of the offseason.
No,
I did not see that coming.
I mean, that's every QB in the league is doing cartwheels after hearing that. Though.
I saw Kyler Murray tweet about oh, thank God he's retiring. He doesn't have to play against him anymore.
I was laughing. It was I seen a tweet. It was Seahawks playing for the offseason, and it was Aaron Donald retire.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
I was watching his highlights this morning, and he sacked Russell Wilson a lot of times, bro. It's crazy the damage he did to that man. But yeah, I seen a tweet this morning too. It was showing every accomplishment of Aaron Donald's career, and since his first year in the NFL, he's been a Pro Bowler. And besides his rookie year and 1 year that he was injured, he's made first team All Pro every single season, which is incredible. That he's that good, but first ballot.
He's definitely first ballot. He's one of the best defense players of all time. With that,
definitely of our generation. He's insane.
Top 4, at least top 3.
Yeah, so that's a huge loss for them, but they did bring in Jimmy G, which is I think fine for a backup. I mean, they had nobody else, so they kind of Like when Stafford was hurt, who were they playing? Like I don't even remember who the fuck started for them.
You couldn't get the ball out at all. Like he had 50 yards passing, I think.
Who?
Yeah, he.
Whoever
I'm trying to remember who it was.
It was like John Walford or something.
Generated player.
Oh, Wolf.
Yeah, generation AI player.
Yeah.
He has no picture.
Brown shirt.
Pretty much.
The only other brown pants.
yeah. Locked character.
Gray sweats.
Yeah, shirt, gray sweats.
Yeah, they added some O-line help with Kevin Dotson and Jonah Jackson, and then Cameron Curl is a good safety signing for them, but they also lost Josh Jackson, I think was their safety, so he's kind of just a replacement. We'll see. Not much. Like they didn't do terrible. I think their O-line got better, but that's really it. Losing Aaron Donald really sucks a lot. But
yeah,
I don't know if somebody else good. You still have Nakua and Cup, so we'll see.
Their offense should be good. Kyron Williams, 30 carries a game.
He's gonna have a good season next year.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
Yeah. He has no competition. Like these fools talking about Ronnie Rivers.
God, blow up the chat about fucking Ronnie Rivers. I'm like, nigga, you don't get that.
The only way Kyron Williams doesn't see the field is if the dude like is hurt.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he should be on there every snap, like dead ass Christian McCaffrey type shit.
He was like 30 yards and he missed like fucking 5 games or something. It's just like crazy.
Yeah, I think he had like 900 yards with like being on IR during the year, which is insane.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how the Rams keep doing it, bro. They just keep finding these gems late in the draft, which is I guess shout out to
the coach is really good.
Sean McVay, he is.
Yeah, that's true.
49ers, they bring in Leonard Floyd, add your Gross Matos to the edge. They lost some players as well.
Harry Armstead.
Yeah, there you go. You guys know him probably better than me off top of the head. I don't know too much about these D linemen that they signed. Devondre Campbell is all right.
Givens, I'm trying to remember what Givens was at.
What's up?
I said I'm trying to remember what team Givens was on. I used to know.
Let's
he used
see.
to be on another team.
Let's see where he played. Last year, he played. No, they re-signed him.
They re-signed him? Okay, then I guess he's on the same team. I wonder why I didn't say it. But yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, but yeah, I feel like they just, I mean, fortifying your defense is always good, even though they lost like a couple people. But
yeah,
Leonard Floyd's a good addition for them.
Yeah, Leonard Floyd is good.
So
yeah, because Chase Young is gone, right? He's leaving.
Probably, and Drake Greenlaw tore his ACL in the Super Bowl, so they're gonna need someone. Yeah, shit is bad. Yeah, they're gonna need somebody.
Why is Young leaving?
Who?
He was just on
money
he had one more. He only had 1 more year left on his deal, and they traded for him.
The Niners can't offer anything him good, or
they won't probably. You can probably get more money somewhere else.
He also wasn't that good at the end of the year.
He wasn't. Nick Bosa was still better.
Yeah,
Bosa's good though. He's really good.
He probably wants like top edge rusher money, and they don't want to give him like top edge rusher money.
Oh, then it's fine then.
Yeah.
See you later.
They literally have because they have an edge rusher who's better than him. Like
they just brought in Leonard Floyd too, who's arguably equally as good and on cheaper contract.
Oh, so they're fine. That's good.
Yeah, they're okay. It's not really a big loss.
They're like this. They're gonna be the same as last year. It's really good. You know,
if they don't trade any of their receivers, they'll be perfectly fine. Like it's not a big deal. All right, the Seahawks will be our last team. Shout out to Omari. We're finishing off with the Seattle Seahawks.
Yes, sir. Say the best for last. Say the best for last.
They bring in Sam Howell from the Commanders to compete with Geno, I guess, for the starting QB job. I really don't know what's going to go on with their quarterback situation.
Oh, Sam starts. I'm tired of Geno.
Okay. My man wants Sam Howell. Okay.
Sam's not bad, too. They got him for cheap, and he actually had a decent season last year. So
he had a good season on a really bad team with a really bad line. Like,
yeah.
So I feel
horrible
like as long as
too.
And horrible defense. So I feel like on a mid-level team, like he may get more efficient, on offense, throw less picks. Because the picks were the only issue for me when it comes to Sam Howell's game. But it's like that could be attributed to having.
Line.
I mean, he had Terry, but the line itself was just really bad.
And
you're playing from behind every goddamn game. You got to air it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is by far a better receiving core too. So
Yeah, so I feel like I'm tired of Geno. Like Geno, he's good, and I'm happy for what he did for us. But he's getting old. It's like what are we gonna do? Yeah, we're not gonna keep playing him and keep playing him. Like you gotta try to get younger at some point.
Good move.
I feel like Seattle could be in play for one of the later QBs, like Bo Nix or something, Michael Penix maybe. I don't know. Maybe Geno seems like a guy you start for one more year and like hope that like he's a bridge QB to me. He's not like a long-term starter, but I think he can still start games and like be okay. So it's just like a very weird situation.
I'm not sure with the Sam Howell pick that you get another QB in a second or third because you don't want the room to be.
Well, I mean, the Giants, they traded for Drew Lock and they still might draft someone. So
yeah, I mean, Drew Lock's not going to ever start though.
You don't know that.
Gosh, the Broncos.
Who's better, Daniel Jones or Drew Lock? I can't tell you right now.
Daniel Jones.
Drew Lock played one game.
But Daniel Jones coming up with injury.
When he was playing,
he won some games for the Seahawks last year.
Yeah, he played
okay. Not that bad.
Remember that? Yeah, that one game.
He's going crazy.
Daniel Jones barely.
We saw him on the Broncos. The guy was god awful.
Okay, but you got to realize, Huston, some of these QBs can like get better. That's like what I'm saying. Like Sam Darnold is still ass, but he's not as ass as he was as a rookie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good for someone like Sam Darnold, who's a top 3 pick and actually has the arm talent, showcased it before. All you need to do is become a smarter player. But Drew Lock, like, what does he do that's good in the NFL?
That's a good point. I don't know.
What does he do that's good in the NFL?
He's too Jeezy. Lip sync Young Jeezy.
Yeah, maybe that's what he's good at. At least Sam Darnold was a top 3 pick. Like, you saw the talent. Like Zach Wilson, he can have arm talent. He can do this and that. So if he sits on the bench for a couple of years, he understands the system and becomes a better NFL quarterback, then he becomes better. But a guy like Drew Lock, like, he can't run. I don't know if he can throw far. Like, he can throw it in the slot.
I think he can throw far, but not accurately.
Yeah.
You know what this reminded me of? When Stephen A. Smith roasted Kwame Brown. Hustle was going on a tangent.
On Drew Lock.
He's like, what does he do? He can't run. He has no arm talent. What can he do?
I feel like he's a guy that's capped to be a second dude, which is fine, in my opinion.
I guess he's a good backup. Like he wins enough games to be a backup, I think.
It's the best job in America.
I would love to be a backup.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean,
he has a higher career completion percentage than Justin Fields.
Oh, I knew he was Googling it. I'm
not Googling it. I'm seeing it. I just saw his stats. It's just higher than Fields, which I know is 61, and his is 64.
I do think sitting for Fields and coming back will be great for him, though.
Cool for the Seahawks?
No, for anybody. Justin Fields in general.
I think the Seattle for sure traded for Fields too. That would have been a good place for him to go as well.
There's a lot of good places for him to go too as a backup and come back.
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, all in all, like my team, I feel like we're in purgatory for a little bit until we can get unless we can get like a really good receiver. I mean, a really good quarterback to change things around. Like, what's it gonna be? We may make the playoffs. We may not. I feel like we'll always just be in the mid tier. Like. Yeah. 1 year we'll make the playoffs, maybe the next year we'll like lose out by a game or two, and we'll be there until they can at least get a better quarterback and just more consistent play.
Hey man, if Sam Howell turns out to be okay, then he might be.
Because we have the weapons. JSN, DK still there. Lockett is still effective. Like,
I mean, didn't Geno go to the wild card game 2 years ago?
Like, we don't have a bad team. It's just right now our biggest weakness is the quarterback and some of the defense.
This is going to be a big year for the Seahawks. Depending on how the year plays out will determine a lot. Because if they actually finish horribly, they're definitely going to draft someone and like rebuild completely. If they finish okay, like I don't know what they're going to do. It'll be interesting.
New head coach too.
What?
I said new head coach too.
Yeah, that too. So I don't know how the season's going to play out. It'll be interesting because they do have a lot of talented players. Even on the defensive side of the ball, they got 2 of the best corners in the league. Witherspoon and Tariq Woolen. Like, that's talent right there. So, I mean, they got the players. We'll just see if the QB holds them back.
Yeah.
Oh,
there you go. NFL free agency from BDL.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we got. I mean, pretty much it. I guess there's still some players waiting to be signed, but all the big name free agents are gone.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of who's still like, obviously Fields, but
Chicago.
Let's see. I'm going to top free agents. Let's see who is still available. Oh, Mike Williams. Stephon Gilmore, Chase Young, Jadeveon Clowney, Justin Simmons. Whoever gets him is going to be good. This dude's old as hell. How is he still? Trent Brown, good tackle. Connor Williams, he tore his ACL, but he's a good old lineman. And some of these dudes are older. Adoree Jackson, not bad.
Tannehill. What about Tannehill?
We're getting too deep. Yeah, these things don't matter.
KJ Osborne could be like a good receiver 3 for a team.
You don't think Tannehill would have been good for the Vikings?
Did I see OBJ?
Yeah,
OBJ. Good. I'd rather have Sam Darnold.
Yeah, he should just retire, honestly. OBJ has more than enough money to just retire.
OBJ, he wants another contract. Apparently, he wants a long-term contract.
I think Micah Hyde signed with the Dolphins already. Or that was Jordan Poyer.
Maybe he should play good, Hassan. Maybe he should play good.
But yeah, I mean, there's still some good players. Tre'Davious White got released too. I forgot. But he's been injured like the last 2 seasons. So, I don't know.
Still good players on the board.
Michael Thomas, baby. No, he's cooked. He's done. He might never play in the NFL again.
No, some team will take him just because of his past.
Crazy.
Slant boy.
Anytime someone mentions Michael Thomas, I always think about how Brian Robinson came back before Michael Thomas.
He got shot. Yeah, before his toe.
Before Michael Thomas had a toe injury.
Yeah, like
what's funny? He actually had an insane catch last year. Like he had an insane catch on
Michael Thomas. Yeah.
He's nice. He's gonna get a couple.
I'm gonna see if I can find it.
I wonder where Mike Williams is gonna go.
Did he found the Saints?
He's always been on the
Saints. Fun boom or bust pick. Nothing is fun about boom or bust, bro.
Who Mike? Is that for Mike?
Yeah, that's what they had in the boom or bust pick.
Let me see this.
This is from this season.
2 cheeks.
Picked up, looking for Thomas on the edge, who goes not in bounds. Caught the ball, didn't get the feet down.
This nigga challenge.
Dante Jackson in coverage.
I remember this game. That 2 M&F games that were terrible, bro.
2 cheeks. Oh, booty cheeks. Oh my god.
The right foot down for sure. Then
he's out for a whole month.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah, I have those cleats in size 14.
Oh my god, that's the terrible one's good.
Control the ball.
I think they're gonna
nice
great catch, but the terrible one's done for.
Got 2 on the grass.
I can't even see you, Gabe.
I'm so dark. Watch this.
It's like the Aiden and Cardi stream.
All right. 2024 music.
Dude, this control doesn't work. Fucking dumbass controller.
Oh, my friends are dead. Put them in the cold. Leave them in the tundra.
All right, I need to go to sleep so I can watch Kai Jones tomorrow.
Yeah, for real. This is probably one of our longest pods.
It is.
I'm so tired.
We talked longer for about NBA than I thought. I thought it was going to be mostly NFL, but it is what it is.
Yeah, we did like 40 minutes.
40 minutes, I think.
We're arguing about Anthony Davis versus fucking Europeans.
Hassan, order the microphone, the camera.
All right, I'll do it tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Good ep, yeah. Long ep, good ep.
Yeah. I'm gonna literally fall asleep right here.
You know where to go. If you guys want our thoughts on NFL free agency, it's basically all in this live. You guys know where to go. We recapped every single team, every single signing. So let's go. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to
winners and losers of NFL.
What the fuck? What's up with this dude? What's up with this guy?
I don't know. Racially motivated.
He's black too, so. I think he's black.
I was about to show some love to DeRozan, but now I feel like I don't want to.
Yeah. Right. We thought he was chill this episode. Nah.
I was about to say DeRozan just passed Kawhi Leonard all-time scoring list. You know,
we appreciate you watching all the way through. Real fans.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody tuning in.
Once we up, we're not gonna forget. I'm just like DeRozan and Richard Smith.
Never ever.
Right.
Never ever.
And Hussein too.
And
all right. That's it for this week's episode of the Ball Don't Lie podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Drop a like on the live. Drop a comment on the video. Let us know your favorite free agency move and what team you think won and lost in the comments. Run up the comments. Run up the likes. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to the Vikes.
Ugly ass hat.
Yeah.
That's a nice looking hat there. Can I join your team?
Hold up. I got some new Seattle there. Hold up.
Hold I need to officially bandwagon.
Yep, join the G-Man, Gabe.
Fuck Chicago. They fucked up my boy Fields.
He
gave up on my boy.
I got my highlighter.
Yeah, everyone rep there. Oh, my man's just straight up putting the jersey on.
I got my Seattle drip on. Let's go.
Nor Gabe, I rep it.
Oh, does he got a Bears uni or something? What do you got?
No.
Bears.
No, he has a Bears jersey, man.
I think his brother has like 49.
Okay,
it's my new drip. My mom went to Seattle.
Omari, you got to switch teams. We're all in the same division except you, bro.
Yeah,
Let's go Bears.
Division. I got the best division.
Let's go Bears.
Let's go Vikings. Drake May, welcome to the team, brother.
Josh Jacobs.
Caleb
He
Williams.
didn't do nothing.
Oh, now it's Caleb Williams, huh?
Sam Howell would love me.
He's gonna
No,
fucking
still rep
start.
Fields. He's still on your team. You can still rep him.
Hey, bro, I know when the Bears actually draft Caleb Williams, the switch-up's going to be crazy from this man.
Oh, God.
Stay tuned. Hashtag
Justin
stay tuned.
Fields who?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Justin Fields holding us back.
Have you seen Caleb? Have you seen the pass he made? No other QB can make that pass.
Gabe, didn't you just like Justin who?
Yeah. He's better than Mahomes already. He's better than Mahomes.
Oh, I'm never gonna say those words in my life.
He's like, you remember the bets he used to do on Zach Wilson over 200?
Oh God, bro! No, we back. Yeah.
Oh, you reminded me. I gotta place those, Hassan. I gotta do more of those.
Like over.
I remember saying.
Bro said, like,
Hassan, you gotta make
a
segment. Make a segment of Gabe's bets, and then always like meme the shit out of it when I'm wrong, and then.
Nah,
every week you'd have a bad game. You'd come back and say 300 yards.
Bro, he had that one crazy game.
You should come dressed up as Adam Sandler and Uncut Gems, and then give you your bets.
Bet on the coin toss.
Yeah, in the leather
jacket.
Yeah,
with the
that'll be a segment. The bets.
I'm a literally go the opposite of every single one, and like
you're gonna
become a millionaire. Become a millionaire by doing the opposite bets.
All right, that's it for this week's episode. Oh man, yeah, there you go. If you're bandwagoning, that's a good team to go to. Anyway, thanks for everyone tuning in again.
My Infinity money.
Yeah.
Let us know who you think won free agency again. Let us know who you think lost free agency, and make sure to drop a like on the live. We can really appreciate all the likes and the subs. We're close to 1,000. We kind of been stagnant lately, but please sub. Anyway, you know how we gotta end it with the GOAT. It's time.
I am the GOAT and they got me out bit. I've been like since a child. Dunking on him going wild.
Thank you to the audience. BDL out.